Alrighty, good afternoon and welcome inside beautiful Golden Bears Stadium on a fall-like Saturday afternoon for the home opener and homecoming game for the Western New England University football program as they take on the Owls of Westfield State University in this afternoon's President's Trophy matchup in a non-conference game between these two schools separated by just a handful of miles. Good afternoon once again. My name is Tim Culverhouse. I will have the call for you on this Saturday here on the Golden Bears Sports Network, powered by the PAC Network. Special thanks once again to the Office of Alumni Affairs and Alumni Association of Western New England University for providing the funding for this afternoon's broadcast. Tim Culverhouse on the call. Tatiana Mason will be working the camera for this afternoon's game as the Golden Bears and the Owls both come into today at 1-0 on the season, and both teams have won close games in their season openers. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. Western New England knocked off rival Springfield College 38-34 on the road last Friday, while the visiting Owls sent back the Nichols College Bison 30-22 at home last Friday night. And this is also the President's Cup Trophy Series between Western New England and Westfield State. We've seen the trophy up here in the press box. It's currently held by the Owls. They have a 14-11 record in this series dating back to the beginning of it in 1982, and we'll get the details on their last matchup in the rest of this pregame show. And with that being said, we're going to kick it off with how Western New England is 1-0 on the season. They opened their season with a 38-34 victory over Springfield College. They put up 38 points, give up 34, and this is after a year in which they went 4-6, including 3-4 in the New England Football Conference, and they finished 3-2 at home in 2013. And last Saturday night, in front of a packed house at Stagg Field, the Golden Bears won the inaugural Pinchon Saw game. Pinchon named after one of the founders of Springfield, Massachusetts, and Saw representing Springfield and Western New England, 38-34, and the Golden Bears withstood a furious Pride rally, and they tied the all-time series with Springfield at 1. The game began in favor of Springfield College as the Golden Bears fell behind late in the first quarter, but they tied it up at 6 on the ensuing drive as Kevin Cook punched in a 1-yard touchdown run. Springfield returned the favor early in the second quarter as they retook the lead, but Western New England then got rolling, scoring 17 unanswered points before the half as Kevin Patterson's 21-yard field goal, Tucker Schumitz's 9-yard touchdown pass from Tyler Ward, and Cook's second touchdown of the evening, a 4-yard run, opened up a 23-12 lead for the Golden Bears. And those 14 points, the last two touchdowns, came courtesy of two Springfield fumbles. But in the third quarter, it was a different story as Springfield made it 23-18 in the midst of their own rally. That was 22 points unanswered for the Pride. And with 6:21 left in the game, they used a 40-yard fumble recovery and marched it towards the end zone for a touchdown to make it 23-18. And then the Golden Bears showing a bit of resilience and coming away with the victory. They got within 3 as Schumitz was connected by Ward on a 26-yard pass. Golden Bears trailing 23-21, call the onside kick, and they recover it as the Golden Bears then cap off a 4-minute drive to take the lead. They made it 38-34, and Cook with his third touchdown of the evening. A 4-minute drive, Cook punches it in from in close, and Western New England gets the 38-34 lead and eventual win. But it was not without Springfield fighting back as they got as far as the Golden Bear 37, unable to connect in the end zone as Western New England won their first ever matchup against the team from just 3 miles down the street. Team statistics for that game, it was 425 yards of offense for the Golden Bears, including 235 on the ground. Kevin Cook, the running back for this team, is continuing to be the primary force on the Western New England offensive side of the ball after a stellar year in 2013. 28 rushes, 98 yards, 3 touchdowns for Cook last year. That's coming off of a just shy of 1,300-yard performance in 2013. 20 touchdowns, average just shy of 130 yards per game. And Cook has the potential to make his way in the record books, or continue to be in the record books for Western New England. Only 40 yards shy of 3,000 career rushing yards in a Western New England uniform, and also 2 rushing touchdowns from breaking the school record of 38. And for Cook, those could very well happen in this game. Those could very well happen in the first quarter. We'll see how that goes, but the Golden Bears will be relying on him a lot in this game against a very difficult opponent in Westfield State. And with that being said, we'll take a look at the other side of the ball, and the Owls coming into this game also at 1-0. They won their home opener last Friday night, 30-22 over Nichols. And the Owls a season ago finished 5-5 and 4-4 in MASCAC, the Massachusetts and Athletic Small Conference, or Small College Athletic Conference, finished 2-3 on the road. But for the Owls, they knocked off fellow New England Football Conference member Nichols College, Western New England in the NEFC, 30-22. The Owls opened the scoring with a field goal and led 10-7 with a minute 54 in the first quarter after Ryan Wilder punched in a 17-yard touchdown run. But the Bison came right back and ran the kickoff back 96 yards for a touchdown as Nichols regained the lead 14-10. And then the Owls began to assert their dominance as they regained a 17-14 lead before the half as Mike Mercadante, and I will be calling his name a lot this afternoon, had a 10-yard touchdown run with 6:19 left in the first half. And then Westfield State scored the last 13 points of the game to pull away. Mercadante added another touchdown, a 50-yarder in the third quarter, and then Colin Smith caught an 8-yard pass from Eric Washburn in the end zone, and that pretty much iced the game for the Owls. Westfield State finished with 446 total yards of offense, including 288 on the ground. Mercadante had 210 on his own on 30 rushes, 2 touchdowns, averaged 6.5 yards per carry, including that long of 50 yards that he punched into the end zone. And Mercadante, among the top 10 rushers in NCAA Division III after his performance last week. Also worth noting, last year, 4 touchdowns in 2013 and only 519 yards. He has actually replaced the leading rusher from a year ago that has returned, Colby Bostic. But we'll see both of them most likely in this game, along with Ryan Wilder. We're expecting to see Mercadante with the bulk of the carries. Also in that game for the Owls, they limited the Bison to just 275 total yards. And one thing that Western New England may be able to capitalize on is the penalties, as Westfield State committed 9 for 105 yards, and that kept the Bison in the game. It was only an 8-point victory for Westfield State, but 9 penalties will help them do that. And special teams were also integral for the Owls as they used that kickoff return and some solid punting as well to give the Westfield State Owls the victory 30-22. As you can see, 5.5 minutes left to go before kickoff here at Golden Bear Stadium. Running through this pregame show, Tim Culverhouse here with you on the call. And last year when these two teams met, it was up at Westfield a year ago. In the latest installment of the President's Cup Trophy, the Owls dominated Western New England 33-7, and Western New England was held off the scoreboard until the fourth quarter as the Owls reclaimed the President's Cup Trophy for the first time since 2009 after Western New England had a 3-game winning streak in the series. And the Golden Bears shot themselves in the foot, 6 turnovers, and the only points they scored in the afternoon came via a Terrence and Davian kickoff return in the fourth quarter. The Owls 231 rushing yards, 321 total yards in the winning effort, and Western New England only had 214 total yards, including 127 on the ground. Cook, 20 carries, 87 yards a year ago. Mercadante, 34 carries, 141 yards, and a touchdown. Senior quarterback last year, John Krafik, had 4 picks and a fumble for the Golden Bears last year against Westfield State. And a lot of self-inflicted wounds for the Golden Bears, and at the time Western New England dropped to 0-2, while Westfield State improved to 1-1. So with that being said, that's a look at the Western New England and Westfield State pregame show here on the Golden Bears Sports Network, powered by the PAC Network. Just before Western New England makes their way out onto the field, we're going to take a quick look around what else is going on for Western New England athletics. Behind us, we have the men's soccer program taking on Eastern Nazarene College, and Western New England is up 1-0. That game is late in the second half. The women's soccer team will kick off right around 1:30 behind us at Supernant Field as well. But for this afternoon, we have kickoff here coming up shortly. As here come the Golden Bears. They're entering their home stadium for the first time in 2014, looking to kick off this homecoming weekend with a victory. They'll have a tough opponent in Westfield State, but they make their way out onto the field. It's a solid crowd here, just shy of a sellout, I would say, but people still filing in at Golden Bear Stadium as the teams make their way out onto the field. We have the coin toss at midfield as Western New England makes their way to the bench, as the Golden Bears will take on the Owls of Westfield State University here on the PAC Network. Golden Bear Sports Network, powered by the PAC Network. We're live in Springfield. And Cook is out there for Western New England. Westfield State has won the toss. They will defer. So it will be Golden Bear ball to start this game. And they will be receiving the ball to the left of midfield, moving left to right in this first half. The Golden Bears, the home team today, in their home royal blue uniforms, white numbers, gold trim. Visitors in Westfield State, white jerseys with royal blue or navy blue trim, and the royal helmets for Western New England with the Golden Bear on top. The Owls, the navy blue with the owl logo there. It's Westfield State and Western New England as we prepare for kickoff here at Golden Bear Stadium. And we are just about ready to roll as the Golden Bears will receive the opening kick from the Owls. And we will step away here for a moment for the national anthem, and then we'll be right back to begin this game. Western New England University and Westfield State here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. That's the Westfield State University Pep Band bringing us into opening kickoff between the Owls and the Golden Bears here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. And doing the kicking for Westfield State will be Mike Bortolucci, back deep to return for Western New England. We expect to see Tucker Shumitz, and Shumitz, senior wide receiver out of Milford, Connecticut, with a team-high 7 catches for 79 yards. And 2 touchdowns last week, also tied for the team high in 5 touchdowns a year ago. And in last week's game against Springfield, 3 returns for 43 yards. And I have my first error of the day is doing the kicking for Westfield State will instead be Devontae White.
Along with Nick Connell.
And we are ready to roll. White approaches it, and we are underway. A short kick. Coming up is Shumitz. He's going to field it at the 15-yard line. Cuts to his right. Trying to work on the sideline. He's going to be wrapped up and pushed out of bounds. That's Bostic on the tackle. And Western England will start deep in their own territory. He will get pushed out of bounds at the Golden Bear 22-yard line. And the offense for Western New England
return, first and 10, Golden Bears from
comes out, led by quarterback Tyler Ward, the senior, out of Wyckoff, New Jersey. 18-25, 184 yards, a touchdown and a sack in last week's game. First season as a starter here, distributed the ball well with 8 different receivers. One running back in the backfield, that's Cook. And it's an inside handoff to him. Tries to cut on the right side of the line. He's shut down. Give him a gain of maybe 1. Making the tackle for Westfield State was David Driscoll, sophomore out of Walpole, had 3 tackles a week ago. Western New England goes no huddle, sending a man in motion. It's Schumitz. He runs out to the left. It's an end around, and he tries to get around the corner. Getting a piece of him was Greg Sheridan of the Owls, and they'll give him just about a yard on that carry.
Gain of a 1 on the play, 3rd and 7 from the 25.
And they'll set up a 3rd and 7, make it 3rd and 8. Deep in Western New England territory.
Play, 3rd and 8 from the 24.
And he will get pushed out without a gain, so 2 runs are on the outside. Western New England unable to do much. That's an inside handoff to Cook. He churns the legs forward. Wasn't sure if Cook ever fell down, but on a 3rd and 8, Cook picks up the first down. Pickup of 12 for Kevin Cook. And Western New England quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. Setting another receiver in motion. It's an option pass. Looking out for Alejandro Colon. He goes out to the right. McCoy gets a piece of him. Julon McCoy started last week, didn't make any tackles, so he's on the score sheet for the Owls. Expect a lot of run from Western New England and Westfield State for that matter. See which team can work it up front with the O-line. Inside handoff to Cook once again. Cuts back to his left. And he's going to be wrapped up in the middle. Jonathan Lytle making the hit for the Owls. Going right for the ball on Cook. Give him a short gain.
And Lytle, 3rd and 6 from the 40.
It'll be a 3rd and 6 from the Western New England 40, moving left to right in this first quarter. Sending Schumitz in motion. Rolling out to his left, that is Ward. Now he cuts back to the right, and he has running room at the 45. Makes a couple men miss, and he lunges forward for the first down for the Golden Bears. Ward looked like he was in trouble in the backfield. It was a fake option handoff to Schumitz. And then Ward makes a couple of men miss. A good cutback towards the middle of the field. And he picks up the first down just shy of midfield. 49-yard line of the Golden Bears. Ward now drops back to pass for the first time. Sent over the middle. And he had a couple of receivers he could have been intended for. Kamara. And then also for Western New England, Trent Vassy, the tight end, the sophomore out of Cumberland, both in the vicinity. But it was off the hands of Kamara, who had 2 catches last week. And it goes incomplete. Clock stopped at 13:19 left to go. This time it is going to be a handoff to the backup running back, Mike Ozella, and he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2-yard loss. Good penetration up front by Lytle, making that hit and wrapping up Ozella. That's another 3rd and long for the Golden Bears. They've converted on 2 of them so far on this drive. Dropping back to pass. Ward, pass is caught. Churning legs forward is Andrew Walls. He's going to be kept inbounds, wrapped up on the play by Sam Lauren.
Reception good up to the 45, gain of 7.
At the 46, so Western New England in
Owl
territory, but they will send out the punt team. Ian Kennedy will come out. Possibly fake punt territory. We'll see what the head coach for the Golden Bears, Keith Emery, in his 10th year does here if he's going to try to pin Westfield State deep. Right-footed kick, wobbling towards the corner, and it's a short kick from Kennedy. He averaged 31.5 last week. That we marked out of bounds at the Owl 23. But worth noting, Western New England did mark up 2 quick 3rd down and long conversions for the Golden Bears. Failed on that last one, but still 2 of 3. 26 yards on the ground for the Golden Bears in this one. And now the offense comes out for the Owls. We'll see a 2-quarterback system To start is Steve Gercio, excuse me. He will have the ball at his own 22. Handoff kept up the middle by Mercadante, and he's met at the line and driven back. They'll give him forward progress at the line of scrimmage at the 23, and Mercadante, one of the top runners in Division III football. After last week's performance, 210 yards on the ground. And Gercio will have a 2nd and 10 from his own 23. Western New England running a base 4-3 defense. Center, Wayne McGillicuddy giving the orders for the blocking scheme up front for the Owls. Gercio working out of the shotgun. Mercadante to his left to hand off to Mercadante, and he's wrapped up hard, making the hit for Western New England. That was, looked like number 52 for the Golden Bears, Al Jones. And Jones, a good hit. Kyle Jones, up front, 53. Wrapping up Mercadante, they'll give him 2 on the carry and set up a 3rd and 8 deep inside Owl territory on their first drive of the afternoon. 15 left on the play clock. Sends 2 wide receivers out to his left. Does Gercio. He has split out to the right. Another receiver, Mercadante in the backfield. Shotgun drop. Gercio, the lefty. It's a comeback route. And on the catch was Bobby Boyer, the leading receiver. But he is driven back by Isaiah Barrios, who makes the tackle. And it's a quick 3 and indecision time here for the Owls. They'll make it 3 and out as the punt team makes their way out onto the field. Good play call by the Owls as they sent Boyer on the man coverage, but a solid stick tackle by Barrios wraps him up. We have a punt coming from John Alari out of Millers Falls, Massachusetts. Righty, low line drive. Shumitz is going to not take it. Smart play by him, as he would have been in deep trouble if he had touched that. But it will be touchdown at the 24-yard line of Western New England as the teams trade field position after unsuccessful drives in that first set for both teams. Clock stopped at 10:01 left to go in the first quarter. Scoreless between the Owls and the Golden Bears. And the offense comes back out onto the field with Tyler Ward. He's got Cook in the backfield. Ward drops back to pass. This time it's a screen to Cook, and he makes a first man miss. He cuts out to his left, and he's at the sideline. 40, 45, passes midfield, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. A big play for the Golden Bears as they enter Westfield State territory. And Cook, good blocking up front on that left side. And a smart play call for Western New England. Jason LeBeau, the offensive coordinator, as it's an inside handoff this time for the Golden Bears.
Ozella on the carry.
Ozella pushes the legs forward. They'll give him
3 on the play, 2nd and
3.
7 from the Owl.
Make it a 2nd and 7, and a big play for the Owls. Put them in the territory for Westfield State, and that all started from Cook. Another inside handoff, fake throw by the quarterback, Ward. Ozella pushes forward once again. 41-yard line now. Be 3rd and 4 for the Golden Bears. Working out of the no huddle. Ward calling the plays. And he's got Shumitz in the slot. Spread out wide is Walls. Fake passes. Ozella churns forward for another first down for the Golden Bears, as he was met at the original line of scrimmage at the first point of contact, and then Western New England continuing to push forward. Another first down for the Golden Bears as they are marching toward that end zone over to our right. Cook in the backfield. He'll get the ball this time. He cuts out to his left. Makes a couple of men miss. Spin move and lunges forward. He picks up another 3. Western New England working a lot on the sides of that offensive line, not running directly up the middle, trying to use those B gaps on the right and left side. It's a lot of draw plays for the Golden Bears. 2 wide receivers split out on each side. This time Cook cuts out to his left. Now he makes a move back up the middle, pushes the legs forward, drags a couple of defenders. And it's a first down carry for the Golden Bears.
He has the first down. Tackle by Pettigrew.
And Pettigrew makes the tackle.
24. Gain of 8 on the play.
Didn't made on the carry, and Cook very quickly approaching 3,000 yards. Big end around. Cook runs it up the middle, makes a couple of men miss.
Cook
making the hit for Westfield State. That was number 9, Julon McCoy.
17-yard line. Gain of 7.
Down at the 17, so a 7-yard carry once again for Cook. Only 6 yards shy of 3,000. This time it's Ozella, and he's going to be met in the backfield, wrapped up and dragged back. And Troy Cutter, the senior captain for this Owls team, says no to Ozella. And it'll be 3rd and 5 from the Owl 19. Western New England with the ball over to our right. In the shotgun, it's Ward. Sends his running back in motion. That's Nick Connell. And it's a run on that right side, and Connell will be wrapped up.
Connell on the carry.
Say just about a yard on that carry, if anything.
Gain of 1 on the play. We'll bring up 4th and 4 from the 18.
Short one, so it's 4th and a long 4 for the Golden Bears, and the offense stays out there. Cook has 2 wide receivers out to his right. In the shotgun, drops back to pass over the middle, and it's caught by the big tight end, number 89, for the Western New England Golden Bears. First down, caught by Vasey, Cumberland, Rhode Island. And credit the big guy for the catch. Good hands.
12-yard line, gain of 6 on the play.
Needed 4, picked up 6, and Western New England is inside the red zone. And Cook is back in the backfield for the Golden Bears. It's going to be handed off to him up the middle. Getting a piece of him up front was Cutter.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Tripped him up, 2-yard carry for the Golden Bears. And it will be a 2nd and 8 for the Golden Bears. Schumann's lined up in the slot. Out wide will be Andrew Walls. 2 wide receivers split out to the left for the Golden Bears, including DJ Ellis. And it's going to be another handoff inside to Cook, continuing to move the legs forward. He is going to be just shy of the end zone, but he's knocked down at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal now, Western New England.
First and goal to go from the 1.
Making the tackle.
8 of 9 on the play.
Golden Bears knocking on the door. In the backfield is Cook. They're going to hand it to the big guy up front. Touchdown!
Cook on the carry.
And Cook marches in for the touchdown. Inside handoff once again. He is now tied the school record for rushing touchdowns as Kevin Cook,
a 13-play, 76-yard
on a 13-play, 76-yard scoring drive, marches it in. Now we have this special point after formation. Patterson will attempt the extra point. On the hold for the Golden Bears is Stan Olson.
And Darren Vasquez is now
3 for 3 last year, and that extra point is good. He was 3 for 3 last week, 41 of 46 a year ago. And Western New England opens up the scoring with a long drive capped off by a 1-yard touchdown run by Cook, as he has now gone over 3,000 yards in his career. 9 carries for 46 and a touchdown. Needs 1 more to break the school record for rush TDs. And right now his team is up 7-0. 5:34 left to go in the first quarter. Golden Bears up 7-0 over the Owls in this President's Cup Trophy game, and it's homecoming weekend here in Springfield. Tim Culverhouse with you on the call. Tatiana Mason working the camera today, as the Golden Bears looking to regain the President's Cup Trophy. They lost last year to these Owls, and they have an early lead, 7-0, here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Patterson will kick. Deep to return for the Owls, Jordan Brown and Ryan Wilder. Cheerleaders getting this crowd pumped up as it's just shy of a sellout here at Golden Bears Stadium. Patterson on the kick, sends Deep to return is Brown. He gets it at his own 10. He has a lot of running room. He cuts back at the 25 now in the middle of the field, and he'll be met and pushed down at his own 31. Give him 21 on that return.
26 yards of return.
26. And a solid cutback move by Brown gives Westfield State solid field position to begin their second drive so far for the Owls. Gercio 1 for 1 and 6 yards, and Mercadante 2 carries, 2 yards. So not much offense on that 3 and out that we last saw. And with that being said, it's a same quarterback out there. 3 men in the backfield. Gercio works out of the shotgun. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle to number 24 for the Owls. That's Sweeney, and he's going to be
no gain on the play.
Met at the line of scrimmage. Good penetration up front for the Golden Bears.
Tackle by Stazowitz.
And Stazowitz, the end. 2 tackles a week ago, including one for a loss. Mike Stazowitz, the junior out of Leicester, had 17 tackles in 2013, and he's off to a good start here in 2014. Mercadante in the backfield, setting out wide for Gercio are his receivers Colin Smith, and I'm not sure who's spot out far to this side. Gercio's going to look over to Bobby Boyer, and he has him. And Boyer makes a couple of men miss. A nice cutback move before he is finally brought down at the 41. And Boyer working one-on-one coverage with Barrios. And Boyer making the man miss. Jones making the tackle for the Golden Bears. He's the highest returning man on this defense at 67 tackles a year ago, including 2 picks. And they will give Boyer enough for a first down. The first for the Owls today, as they're moving the ball right to left in this first quarter. Gercio is Mercadante, and they will hand it off to him. Spin move up front. Gets about 2 on the carry.
Good for gain of 2. Second and 8 from the 43.
Spun at the line of scrimmage and then didn't get much past that. We give Duncan the tackle. Hezekiah Duncan, 2 tackles a week ago, and he makes that one. Clock continuing to run, under 3:35 left in this first quarter. Gercio sends a man in motion. It's Mercadante, and Gercio will roll out to his right. The lefty throws it deep, and it's nearly intercepted. Getting a piece of that was Obi Eduka. Gercio took a big hit in the backfield as for a left-handed quarterback rolling out to his right. He had to set his feet, and he put up a good ball, but Eduka was there in coverage and just about picked that one off. And it will now be a 3rd and 8 for the Golden Bears on defense, as the Owls looking to break into the Western New England side of the field for the first time. Gercio in the backfield, Mercadante. 2 wide receivers out to his right. On the left, he has Yinka Arriego. Gercio drops back, double clutches, looking for Arriego. Over his head, Barrios on the coverage, and the punt team comes out once again for the Owls. And just briefly, Gercio hesitated and overthrew his intended target. So it'll be another punt for John Alari. As Alari, 45-yarder last time. Schumann's back deep to return. Has his feet on the Golden Bear 20. It's a bad snap, and it's fumbled back. Alari is going to be drilled as the Golden Bears. This Westfield State special teams was so good a week ago, but a mistake here. A botched snap. Wasn't sure if that was going to be a fake punt or if that one was just got away from the long snapper. For the Owls, that's David Driscoll, as that bounced off one of the wing guys. That was Troy Cutter, and then Alari finally got it. But it's a big loss, and Western New England with a golden opportunity to open up a 2-possession lead as they are deep in Owl territory. They have the ball at the 26-yard line. Schumann's on the end around, going right to left. Now he tries to cut outside, and he's stuck and brought down by Sheridan. Give him a loss of 2 on that one, and Sheridan flew in and made the tackle.
Loss of 2, the 2nd and 12 from the 28.
Schumann's tried to cut all the way outside, could not do so. Ward gets a play call from the sideline, working on that left hash. Sends another man in motion. Inside handoff to Mike Ozella. He lunges forward.
On the carry.
Working on the left side of that line. Down to the 21. Gain of 6 for the Golden Bears, will make it a much more manageable
By Story.
3rd and
5 from the
5 for the Golden Bears. Clock continuing to run. Under 2:20 left to go in this first quarter. Western New England up 7-0. Ozella switches sides, dropping back to pass, and it's going to be blocked down, but Ward grabs a piece of it and actually moves forward for 2 yards. Getting a piece of that up front was Pat Rakey, the D-end out of Stoughton, and he got a piece of that. But Ward was Johnny on the spot and picked it up, and he'll stay out there with the offense. 4th and 4. Western New England picked up a 4th down last time. This time going towards the back corner of the end zone, and it's caught! And now it's intercepted! What a play. Not giving up on the ball was Chris Story. Ward was looking to connect with Andrew Walls on that fade route in the back of the end zone, and it looked like Walls had it at first, but instead Story comes down with the ball, his first pick of the year. And it will be a touchback after the interception for the Owls, as they now certainly have some life. And it looked like Walls came down with that. He met that ball at the high point of the pass. But he does not come down with it. Story with the pick and touchback. So the Owls come back out onto the field. See, new quarterback in Eric Washburn, the junior out of Lisbon, Connecticut. He went 6 for 7 last week with a touchdown and a pick. Give me a handoff to Mercadante. He tries to cut to the outside, and he does. Good blocking on that right side of the offensive line. That's Bradway and Sarkeesian, the guard and tackle, as Mercadante picks up 6 on the first play of this drive. After the pick, and we do see this 2-quarterback system for the Owls. Gercio had the first 2 drives. Now it's Washburn. In 2013, 21 for 49, 309 yards in 3 games for Westfield State. They'll have the play calling duties for now for the visitors in white and navy blue. Washburn has Mercadante left on the backfield. Sends a receiver in motion. That's Colin Smith working on this left side. And Smith gets a stiff arm. And he'll pick up some positive yards, make it a first down. That was Duncan. And Barrios, I think Duncan got the unfortunate end of a stiff arm.
6 on the play, first down, 1st and 10.
And it'll be a first down for the Owls, as Smith, a lot of speed on the end around, picks up the first down. Had a touchdown a week ago on a catch. He picks up a first down here on the run. Washburn, Mercadante directly behind him. And ahead of those two is Sweeney, the fullback. And it's a broken play. Washburn looked like he wanted to hand that one off to Mercadante. But he pushes forward, gets back to just about the line of scrimmage, as he looked like that was originally intended for a run for Mercadante. And instead goes for no gain, and with that we have the end of the first quarter. A very quick 15 minutes here at Golden Bear Stadium, and Western New England with a 7-0 lead over the Owls, one of their rivals, in the President's Cup Trophy contest, as Western New England holding the lead. First half stats for the Golden Bears. They have a 7-2 lead in first down, 72 yards on the ground, 43 through the air, 26 plays, 115 yards for the Golden Bears. And the defense has been strong so far for Western New England. 12 plays, 16 yards for the Owls. It's been all WNE so far this afternoon after being waxed a year ago. 33-7 on the road.
Last evening, Pittsburgh State 21, Curry 7.
We'll get the
today at halftime,
updates around the rest of the NEFC at the half. You can hear them at the PA speakers here. But I'll have those for you at the half. Tim Culverhouse on the play-by-play. Tatiana Mason has the camera. Here on the Golden Bears Sports Network, powered by the PAC Network. Special thanks to the Office of Alumni Affairs and Alumni Association of Western New England as they're out in full force today on homecoming weekend here in Springfield. Second quarter about to begin. Teams switch sides of the field, so Owls moving left to right. First play of the second quarter, Washburn trying to find somebody, and he's going to just throw it away. Good coverage by the Golden Bears as there was nowhere for Washburn to go. And it will now be a 3rd and 10 for the Owls. They have the ball at their own 33-yard line. Golden Bears would love to force either a 4th down attempt or a punt. Get the ball back after the interception. The defense coming up strong once again. Washburn in the backfield. Mercadante, the running back. He's got trips out to the right. And Smith, Arriego, and on the near side, on this near side, it's Boyer looking to that left side. One-on-one coverage intended for the wide receiver on that far side. That was number 1, Sam Lauren, and that is broken up by Barrios. Not sure if he would have been able to catch that inbounds. And Washburn working on that far sideline. He had trips on the near side right, and Sveztrach goes to that far side left on the one-on-one coverage, but Barrios answers the call, and it's a punt for Olari. Olari, low line drive, Shumitz fields it at his 27, cuts to his left, trying to make a couple men miss. He has the sideline, and Olari working on the sideline, 50, 45, and there will be a flag on the play, just shy of midfield, but a big return for Shumitz, and it might be coming back for a block in the back. We'll see what the penalty is. But it looked like there might have been a block in the back on the Golden Bears. And we'll listen to the head official for the call.
Block in the back. Receiving team. Number 41. Penalty, first down.
And that'll be Robert Solanic, the sophomore D lineman.
From the spot.
And a 15-yarder, so Shumitz nearly broke that one for a touchdown. He was brought down at about the 45-yard line of the Golden Bears, but the penalty by Solanic, a block in the back, will bring it just shy of where Shumitz, or just about where Shumitz returned it. So now the officials moving forward once again. Opening weekend for Western New England here at home. Might be the opening weekend for these guys as well, but they will place the ball at the 36 for the Golden Bears. They'll be moving right to left in this second quarter. And Ward in a shotgun. Fake handoff. Now he's going to run it. Gets about a yard.
Ward on the carry.
Met by number 35 for the Owls. That's Tyler Robbins.
Second and 9 from the 37.
And also Cutter making the hit. 4-3 defense for this Westfield State Owl squad as well. 4 wide receivers for Warbut's coming inside handoff to Cook.
Cook on the carry.
Spins forward for about 4.
Gain of 3 on the play. Will bring up
Make
3rd
it
and 6
3.
from the 40.
It'll be a 3rd and 6 now for the Golden Bears. They'll bring in another back for the Golden Bears. That's Alejandro Colon, the wingback. So 2 running backs in the backfield. Sends Colon running out wide to the right, and we have a flag on the play. And it looks like it's going to be a false start in the Golden Bears. And they will get Dylan Martin, the left guard, a freshman, who started both games of his college career. So it'll now be 3rd and 11 for the Golden Bears. Penalty hurts. Trips out to the far side right for Ward. Cologne out there. Now it's going to be thrown over to the left side to Ellis. And Ellis just drops it.
For Ellis, deflected on the play, will bring
And
up 4th and 11 from the
after
35.
the big stop by the defense, the punt return gets called back. And it's a 3-and-out for the Golden Bears. They will punt. And for the first time today will be Ian Kennedy coming out for Western New England.
To kick for the Golden Bears.
Second time, excuse me.
22
22-yarder.
Return for the Owls.
And Wilder is deep for Westfield State. Kennedy will catch it at his own 21-yard line. Couple steps forward. Sends a high spiral. Good punt from Kennedy. As retreating to get it is Wilder. He cuts back towards the middle.
Wilder
Tripped up by number 27 for the Golden Bears. That's Zach Fleming. But Wilder,
return good up to the
a deep punt. He had to retreat on that one. So Western New England is now able to reverse fields for the Owls. A 47-yard punt for the Golden Bears, Ian Kennedy. He got all of that one. As the Owls will come back out onto the field once again, trailing 7-0, 13-15 left to go in the first half. Golden Bears looking to open the season 2-0, as are the Owls, before they make their way into conference play. Washburn in at quarterback still for Westfield State. It's going to be a handoff to the fullback. That's number 27 for Westfield State.
No gain on the play.
And no gain for Richard Montario.
And
defensive back, running back for this team.
Had
3 options in the backfield, and they gave it to the sophomore. The junior, out of Dorchester. And now, only one wide receiver in the backfield. Trips out to the left for the Owls. Washburn. It's going to be an inside handoff as a good hole opens for Ryan Wilder. And he pushes forward, give him about 8. And Wilder hit that hole with a full head of steam and make it a much more manageable 3rd and 2 for the Owls. Approaching the line quickly is Westfield State. Same formation, trips out to the far side left. On the near side right, one-on-one coverage. It's going to be a pass over to the far side. Colin Smith trying to cut towards the sideline. He has enough for the first and about 3 more.
Down up to the 46, gain of 5.
It's a 5-yard completion from Washburn to Smith. Good for the first.
Duncan.
As the Owls
and Susie
trying to cross over into midfield once again. Being held off the scoreboard in this one. As Washburn works out of the backfield. It's Wilder there. And it's going to be handed off to Wilder off that left side. Tries to turn the corner. Actually gets a piece of Bobby Boyer.
Knocked out of bounds at the 49, gain of 3.
After a 3-yard rush.
Barrios on the tackle.
Give Barrios the credit on the hit as he forced Wilder out of bounds. And only good for 2 yards. Western New England. Team defense so far, they've given up 29 yards on 17 plays. And Golden Bears have run 29 plays for 118 yards. Inside handoff once again to Wilder. He's going to get about 1. And he's met by a host of Golden Bear defenders. At the bottom of that pile is Stasowitz and Molino. So the right side of that defensive line making initial contact and subsequent tackle for the Golden Bears, as it sets up now a 3rd and 7 for Westfield State. Possible 4-down territory depending on how long this one goes. Washburn, now he has trips over the near side right. He's rolling out to his right, looking over the middle, looking for Smith, and it's going to be broken up. Good defense by Hezekiah Duncan. As Smith had just about a step before Duncan closed on him. And the punt team comes out for the Owls once again. as the defense holds for the Golden Bears. Duncan had 2 tackles last week. Give him a pass breakup on that one, as he was able to get a piece of that pass intended for Smith right as he was about to reel it in and force the punt for Olari. And Shumitz deep. It's a low line drive. Shumitz going to let it bounce and then decide not to touch it. And that's going to pin the Golden Bears deep. They'll mark it down at about the 6-yard line. And a solid punt for Olari, that one. He had 1 inside the 20 a week ago. He has now 1 inside the 10. That's a good roll for Olari. Shumitz decided not to handle that punt, or else he may have been smoked on the return. But Western New England will have 94 yards if they want to see 6 points go up on that scoreboard on this drive. And Western New England, Golden Bears, it's going to be a fake option. Scrambling around is Ward, but then he moves out to the right. Flag coming in late. Ward got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Flag on the play, tackle by Driscoll.
So we do have some laundry on the field. We'll see what the infraction is and who it is on. The officials, umpires, meeting right at that line of scrimmage. The flag came in late as Ward scrambled to his left, then his right, before being brought down. Not sure if this could be a hold or high hit or a face mask or a chop block, not really sure. And we'll see what this penalty is.
Okay, there's no foul for a horse collar. The quarterback tackle back.
And it was going to be a flag for a horse collar tackle, but the flag is picked up.
12 from the 4.
And they'll say Ward lost 2 on that one, so it's a 2nd and 12 from deep inside Golden Bear territory, as they are pinned at their own 4-yard line over to our right. Sending a man in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Kevin Cook around that right side, now trying to cut back to the left. And he's going to be brought down for another loss. Golden Bears going the wrong way.
It'll be 3rd and 13 from the 3.
And on the hit, looked like that was Marcus Pettigrew, linebacker D-end hybrid. And now Western New England, the 3rd and a mile, making 13 at their own 3. Trying to give room for a punt on this play, if anything. And Cook's going to cut up towards the middle, and he'll do just that. He'll be tabletopped and brought down by Sheridan along with McCoy. And that's all you can really ask for if you're the Golden Bears. Get out of the end zone, at least give room for the punter, Kennedy, to get off the ball off of his foot. And it will be a punt. And depending on how far this one goes, it looks like the Owls are going to have it inside Golden Bear territory. A good hold by the Golden Bears, or for the Owls defense. So he's going to return the favor. Patterson, the right foot, bounces at the 41-yard line, and it's going to stay there. Make it the 43 of Western New England. So a short field upcoming for the Owls as they trail 7-0, just under 9 minutes left to go in this first half. Golden Bears up 7-0 over their rivals from Westfield State. And you're watching this game live on the Golden Bears Sports Network, powered by the PAC Network. Special thanks to the Alumni Association and Office of Alumni Affairs at Western New England University for today's broadcast, as the Alumni Association's been in full force today as homecoming here in Springfield. A lot of new faces and old faces here for Western New England as fans line the field all around. Overcapacity crowd here at Golden Bear Stadium. Watching this one between the Owls and the Bears. Gercio back in the shotgun, and it's a fake handoff, instead brought out to Colin Smith. And Gercio's pass complete to Smith. And on the hit was Tuka. and Perry.
And Ituka, 2nd and 6 from the 39.
It'll be a 2nd and 6, so 4-yard reception for Smith. He's been the primary target in this offense from both quarterbacks. He leads all wide receivers so far on the afternoon. Not that there has been much. That's his 2nd catch. He's tied with Boyer. Gercio out of the shotgun. Mercadante behind him. It's going to be a handoff. Mercadante cuts back towards the middle. Flag on the field as the run will be stuffed.
For no gain, however, flags on the play.
Duncan comes up and makes the tackle out of the secondary. And it's coming back. It's a hold.
It's a 10-yard penalty.
And they will
2nd down.
call the flag. It looked like on
After the enforcement of the infraction, will bring up 2nd and
Peter
16
Knowles,
from
the senior
49.
tight end, getting called. So now be a 2nd and I'll call it 16. 10-yard penalty. Clock now starting up once again. Under 8 left to go in this first half. Low-scoring affair between the Golden Bears and the Owls. Ball still inside Western New England territory for Westfield State, but just barely at the 49-yard line. Gercio in the shotgun. Power running formation, overloaded line to the right. And it's a pass play. Gercio, the lefty, going deep, trying to connect with Knowles. Also in the area was Boyer, but he was definitely looking for the senior Knowles and overshot him by about 4 yards. And Gercio, right up that seam route, they went for that power running formation, overloaded to the right side of the offensive line, and instead sent out Knowles down the seam up the middle of the field. And Gercio couldn't connect them, or else it would have been a big play for the Owls, maybe 6 points. But it's a 3rd and long, 3rd and 16 to be exact, for Westfield State. Trips over to the far side left for Gercio. In the backfield is Mercadante. Smith in the slot. And Gercio looks to his left. Edge rusher unblocked, but Gercio escapes, throwing it long and complete for a 1st down to Yinka Arriago.
Complete to Arriago.
And the Golden Bears give up a 3rd and long. 1st down for the Owls. And Gercio made the edge rusher. That was a free linebacker to his strong side. That's a right-handed quarterback. He never sees that rusher. But instead, it's a big play for the Owls. They have life. Gercio's going to run out to his left now. He gets the edge. He'll be pushed out of bounds. Carry of about 3.
Gercio on the keeper down to the 25. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7 from that spot.
And I'll say 2nd and 7 for the Golden Bears. On defense, Westfield State trying to enter the red zone for the first time today. Gercio has trips over to the right, and he's going to be almost brought down to the backfield. Then he will be, as there were 3 defenders in his face before he could even get that pass off. He managed to escape those 3. Then the second wave of defense, that was a blitz called by the Golden Bears.
3rd and 10 from the 28.
And a loss of 3, so the scramble for 3 negated by the sack. And Western New England facing a 3rd and 10 on defense, trying not to duplicate what they just did. Give up a 3rd and long completion from Gercio to Arriago. 3rd and 10, 6:20 left to go in this first half. Golden Bears up 7-0. Westfield State with the ball, driving. Got about 20 yards. And it'll be a pass. Gercio drops back, throwing over the middle. It's going to be caught by Bobby Boyer. He needed 10. He got 13, so it will be a 1st down for the Owls. 2 consecutive 3rd and long conversions for Westfield State. And that's a backbreaker for the Owls. They had that ball lined up where they wanted to defensively. 3rd and 16, 3rd and 10. But Gercio makes a play happen, connects with Arriago and Boyer for 1st down catches. And now the Owls are inside the red zone. We have a timeout on the field. And they're resetting the shot clock. Or the shot clock, play clock, excuse me. Well, 25 seconds on the play clock, 5:40 left on the scoreboard. Garcia hands it off to Mercadante, trying to cut out to the left, rolls all the way out, and he ran about 20 yards to his left, but he only picks up 4 on the carry.
Gain of 3 on the play, second
Make
and
it
7.
3 as Western New England rotated well to that right side of the defense, left side of the offense on the far sideline. Not much room for Mercadante to maneuver. He's been relatively quiet so far after 210 yards a week ago. So far for Mercadante, 7 carries and about 18 yards. And they'll try it on the right side this time. Mercadante makes a man miss in the backfield. Now he cuts forward, still moving. Touchdown Westfield State. As the Owls, Mike Mercadante gets into the end zone. A couple of Golden Bears had an opportunity to make a tackle, including Kyle Jones in the backfield. And Mercadante punches it in for 6. That was a 13-yard touchdown run for Mercadante. Bortolucci on for the extra point. And that one is low, but right through the uprights as we are tied at 7. Westfield State takes advantage of the field position after the Golden Bears are pinned deep inside their own territory, forced to punt, and the drive for the Golden Bears, or for the Owls, excuse me. 9 plays, 43 yards, and a touchdown. It took 3 minutes and 45 seconds for Westfield State as they have tied things up at 7 here at Golden Bear Stadium. And it'll be White to kick for the Owls. Schmitz and Connell will be looking to return with 5:09 left. Western New England offense needs to get something going after their defense gave up a couple of 3rd and longs. And then the 7 points for the Owls. It's a short kick from White. And it'll be caught short as well. Getting the catch will be Trent Vasey. Not sure if that was a miss kick or if it was trying to be a pooch kick. Maybe a sly onside kick, but Vasey was right there and dove on it. So it now will be 1st and 10 for Western New England at their own 36-yard line. Good field position for the Bears on this drive to start. Ward has Cook to his right. It's going to be handed off. No, it's going to be kept by Ward. He rolls out to his right, and he'll be brought down. Making the hit initially was Juwan McCoy. Shedded a block and made the tackle for a 2-yard loss.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Sheridan came in on the assist, but Ward initially looked like he was handing off to Cook, then kept it, and he was brought down for a 2-yard loss. It's a corner blitz set up by a screen. Cook tries to make a man miss, and still going is Kevin Cook.
Ward's pass complete to Kevin Cook.
And Cook, like he was going to be brought down right at the original line of scrimmage, but instead he moves forward. He'll get close to the first down, but we have a flag on the field. This might be an unnecessary roughness on the quarterback. Roughing the passer, yes. That was Juwan McCoy, the senior linebacker who came untouched, and Ward got rid of the ball. And so a 9-yard dump pass on the running back screen, and 15 yards forward for the Golden Bears, as that penalty is a killer for Westfield State. That's their second penalty for 25 yards. And that one hurt.
Timeout. That's their first charge. Timeout.
And Westfield State takes a timeout. Their first of the half, as head coach for the Owls deciding to regroup his defense after a bad penalty called. That's Pete Kowalski in his first season in Westfield. And we are tied at 7 here at Golden Bears Stadium. Western New England opened the scoring early as Kevin Cook punched in a 1-yard touchdown run to tie the school record with 38 rushing touchdowns. He's also gone over 3,000 yards for his career, so congratulations to Kevin Cook, as he is 12 for 54 yards today, including a long of 12 yards. Ward 4 of 7 for a pick. Did have that long completion to Cook just a moment ago on the screen, and subsequent penalty. And out of the timeout, Western New England is in Westfield State territory. They have the ball to the left side of midfield at the Owl 42-yard line. Ward, fake handoff, this time looking deep, has a receiver intended for number 4. That was DJ Ellis.
Intended for Ellis.
And he was in tight coverage on that near sideline by Chris Story.
Story defending on the play.
Deep play from Ward, looking for DJ Ellis, but incomplete. Taking a shot toward the end zone, but falling incomplete. So 2nd and 10, 4:25 left to go. And Ward's going to keep it once again. Moves out to his left, spin move.
Ward
and he sheds McCoy.
Tackle by Wilcox.
And Wilcox ends up making the tackle. So a 6-yard carry for Ward. Sets up a 3rd and 4 for the Golden Bears. 4 wide receivers, 2 split out to each side for Western New England. Ward in the backfield in the shotgun. Rolls out to his right, quick pass. And it's going to be caught on the far side by DJ Ellis. Western New England needed 4. They picked up about 5, make it 6. And the Golden Bears keep the chains moving for a first down. Clock continuing now to run after the first down. 3:50 left to go for Golden Bears as they are driving. Ward sends a man in motion. It's Shumitz. And they're going to send it out to him on this left side. Shumitz makes the first man miss. Pushes forward. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. Short gain on the play. Make it... Actually, as they keep the chains moving on that far sideline, so it'll be about 5 yards to Shumitz.
2nd and 6.
And it'll make it 2nd and 6 on the play. And Shumitz on the 4-yard reception. And now it's going to be a handoff and a fumble, loose ball, and Johnny on the spot picking it up is Ward as Cook was just punched out. And a big play
back to the 29
for the Westfield State defense. That ball popped out, and it seemed like everybody was moving in slow motion for the Owls, but Ward saw that loose ball and just jumped on it to maintain possession. That could have been a killer for the Owls, or for the Golden Bears. Still 3rd and 9, under 3 left to go. Trips out to the far side right for Ward, and it's a big blitz coming as Ward will get to the line of scrimmage, brought down by number 8, Marcus Pettigrew. And they'll say he lost a yard. So it will be a 4th and 10, probably out of the range of the kicker, Kevin Patterson. Long of 43. This would be 47-yarder, so definitely well out of his range. 2.5 minutes left to go. 4th and 9 for the Golden Bears. Quick pass over the middle. It's going to be caught for a completion and a first down. Dylan Elliott.
Reception by Dylan Elliott.
And a big play. 4th and 9. A nice ball from Ward. Finds Elliott. The freshman out of Westfield, New Jersey, makes his first catch for the Golden Bears. And it's good for a first down, keeping the drive alive. Now rolling out to his right, option pitched out to Shumitz. He tries to cut the corner, and he's going to be punched out. And that will be a solid run for Shumitz. Pickup of about 8. Make it 7. It'll be a 2nd and 3, and a good decision by Ward as he found Shumitz. Clock running once again as we approach 2 minutes left to go in this first half. Western New England inside the red zone. Ball marked down at the 12-yard line. Cook doesn't get much on that one.
Cook on the carry, no gain on the play.
No gain. So it'll be now a 3rd down and 3 for the Golden Bears. under 2 left to go.
Third and 4 from the 12.
And I will say he actually lost yards to make it 3rd and 4.
And Wilcox.
2nd and 3rd and 4, excuse me. Ward has 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers out to his right on this near side left. It's Walls. He's looking for Walls. And just out of reach in on coverage was Story. But we have a flag on the far side of the field. We'll see what this one is. This would be a horrible call for Westfield State, but no. It'll be an eligible man downfield for the Golden Bears when the lineman must have gone too far. So exactly a minute and a half left to go in this first half. Flag on the play.
Go downfield. Number 28 on the offense.
It was on Kamara.
Receiver. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
And Westfield State will decline, so we'll set up a 4th down for the Golden Bears. That will bring out the field goal team for Patterson. 1 for 2 a week ago. 5 for 11 in 2013. So Kamara was lined up on the line of scrimmage. Did not report as an eligible receiver. And as a result, the penalty will be declined. So it's field goal opportunity. Low kick will be up and good as Patterson spins that one inside the left upright for 3 points. Not the prettiest field goal we've ever seen, but still good nonetheless. And the Golden Bears regain the lead 10-7 over the Owls with a minute 26 left to go. And you're watching this game live on the Golden Bears Sports Network, powered by the PAC Network. Special thanks to the Office of Alumni Affairs and Alumni Association
off a 13-play, 52-yard scoring drive
of Western New England University. So a 13-play scoring drive for the Golden Bears. Gives them a 3-point advantage. A minute 26 left to go. And Patterson, 29-yarder, puts it through the uprights. And now Westfield State will see what they can do with a minute and 26 seconds left to go in the half. Patterson will kick. Deep to return for the Owls will be, looks like number 41 for Westfield State, Jordan Brown. And also number 26, or 28, Ryan Wilder. Patterson's kick, spinning. It's going to be fielded by Wilder at his own 9-yard line. It's going to go across the field, now cut back towards the middle. That ate up about 6 seconds on the clock. Wilder trying to go across the field into coverage.
Brought down on the play.
So a very short return, and now
return up to the 16, gain
a long field,
return.
only 7 yards on that return. And it will be a long way to go for the Owl offense. And we'll see how that changes the play calling. Coming out will be Garcio. A minute 19 left to go. 2 timeouts left for the Owls. All 3 left for Western New England. And Garcio with Mercadante in the backfield. Ahead of him will be the fullback. That's Sweeney. And Mercadante is going to run out to his right. Tries to hit the hole. Boost forward. And they'll give him about 8 on that carry. And Westfield State will go to the hurry-up.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
As we are now under a minute left to go in this first half. Garcio hands off to Mercadante on the left side this time. Mercadante turns the corner, picks up a first down, so the clock will stop momentarily.
By Duncan, good for a Westfield first down.
And he got as far as the 30-yard line.
Up to the 30, gain of 6, 1st and 10.
Mike Orlana will be the field goal kicker if Western New England allows for Westfield State to move the ball that far. Mercadante cuts back towards the middle, spins, gets about 3 yards on forward progress. And now we have a timeout taken on the field, stopping the clock with 32 seconds left to go. And Westfield State takes their second timeout to stop the clock. Still a ways to go. if they want to get into field goal range for Mike Orellana from the nearby Minnetonka High School.
32 seconds.
Out of the timeout, Westfield State has the ball at their own 33-yard line. Gercio take the shotgun snap, fake handoff this time. Westfield State looking for it all, has a receiver downfield and incomplete. Looking to connect with Bobby Boyer. Getting a piece of him was Obi Etuka. And it looked like this near side official, the side judge, was considering tossing the flag for pass interference. And instead he decides against it, shook his head right at the end of that play. That ball might have been uncatchable. But a big decision by that official as Westfield State out of the timeout, looking for that big play. Stops the clock with 26 seconds left to go in the half. Still trailing 10-7. They will receive the kickoff to begin the third quarter. Mercadante runs right into a defender that time, making the hit for the Golden Bears. Number 27, Zach Fleming. He got a lot of Mercadante on that one. So 14 seconds left to go. It looks as though we will have another timeout taken by the Owls. And 4th and 1 for Westfield State. And no, that will not be a timeout. So 10 seconds left to go, and the Owls waiting. And that will do it. So they will not run a play. Play clock was never in danger, and that's the half. Western New England with a 10-7 lead over the Westfield State University Owls here at Golden Bear Stadium, in a solid half for Western New England as they have that 3-point advantage. Started off with a Kevin Cook 1-yard touchdown run, and the defense held strong for the bulk of that half, and then Western New England did give up that touchdown, a 13-yarder for Mike Mercadante after a substantial scoring drive for Westfield State to tie it at 7. And then with 3:43 left to go in the first half, Patterson splits the uprights with a 29-yard field goal to give a 10-7 lead to the Western New England University Golden Bears as they head into the half. So 10-7 the score here for the Golden Bears, and you're watching this game live on the Golden Bears Sports Network. And we will step aside for a moment, let the Western New England pep band and some of the halftime festivities take over here at Golden Bears Stadium. Then I'll be back with the breakdown of the first half statistics and what to look for in the second half, along with a look around the rest of the New England Football Conference scoreboard and how Western New England athletic teams have been doing today. Tim Culverhouse here with you on Golden Bears Sports Network, powered by the PAC Network. Step aside for a moment, and we'll be right back for the breakdown of the first half and then the second half kickoff here on GBSN.
Welcome once again to halftime. Welcome to alumni, staff, faculty, students, and guests to Homecoming 2014. We're very glad you could join us. Before we acknowledge our Office of Alumni Relations personnel, we'd like to announce all the 2014 Downs Hall of Fame inductees to report to the Western New England bench area closest to the north side of the stadium. Once again, Hall of Fame inductees who are present, please report to the Golden Bear bench area at the north end. We'd first like to acknowledge the president of Western New England University, Dr. Anthony S. Caprio. There's Dr. Caprio at the 25-yard line. Let's hear it for Dr. Caprio. Thanks for joining us. We'd now like to introduce to you the people who run the Alumni Association, our board of directors. Please welcome Matt Nelson, class of 93, president. Ed Lavoie, class of 99, vice president. Courtney Schaefer, class of 2014, our one-year alumni trustee. Olivier Mazzarella, class of 2010, a volunteer management chair. Kristen Gordon, class of 96, member at large. Kyle Knowles, class of 2006, member at large. Marcus Allen, class of 2011, member at large. Crystal Dunn, 2006, member at large. Andrea Tarpey, class of 90, member at large. And Catherine Pappas, graduate class of 98, the Director of Alumni Relations. Let's hear it for our Board of Directors for the Alumni Association. Thank you for joining us here today. We'd now like to acknowledge the 2014 class of the Downs Athletic Hall of Fame. We'll read off a short bio for each of the 6 inductees, and those who are here today will join us at midfield. Our first inductee is Stephen E. Sugarmeyer, undergrad class of 78, graduate class of 1980, inducted for wrestling. Steve was a pioneer and leader in Western New England wrestling who played a significant role in the growth and development of the program. Steve served as captain of the first varsity squad during the 76-77 season, and again during his senior year. The Springfield, Mass. native compiled a 13-1 record in his senior year, competing in the 118-pound weight class, winning his first 13 matches. And he was among the first class of Golden Bear wrestlers who qualified for the NCAA championship and was a recipient of the greatest contribution to team effort. Steve joined the College of Business faculty in 2010 as a professional educator and is a general partner with Gauthier and Sugarmeyer CPA in Ludlow. Once again, Stephen E. Sugarmeyer, wrestling. Our next inductee is Gary M. Crowley, undergrad class of 84, men's cross country. Gary is the first men's cross country performer to be inducted into the Downs Athletic Hall of Fame. The Springfield native ranked among the top distance runners in New England during his 3 years competing for the Golden Bears. He helped the team compile a 9-4 record and a 7th place showing at the NAIA New England Championships in only its second varsity season back in 1981. Gary placed 4th at the NAIA Regional Championships and participated in the National Championships in Kenosha, Wisconsin, becoming just the second Western New England runner to qualify for the national meet. He capped his outstanding career by being the only student athlete in the East selected to the NAIA Academic All-America team. Fans, Gary M. Crowley, class of 84 for men's cross country. Our next inductee is Michael A. Raymond, undergrad 02, graduate 04, men's tennis. Mike Raymond was a dominant player and top student leader in helping the Golden Bears rise to regional prominence. The Vernon, Connecticut native compiled a program best 86-26 record and established a school record for wins in singles competition with a 45-13 mark and a 43-13 record in doubles. Mike had a 24-5 record in 2001 when Western New England captured the regular season conference title and placed second in the conference tournament. Mike had a spectacular senior season, posting a 26-5 record. He was the recipient of the school's Male Senior Scholar Athlete of the Year award, a 3-time conference all-academic selection. It was the first Western New England representative on the NCAA Division III Student Athlete Advisory Committee. Mike was a sport management major as an undergrad and got his MBA in 2004. He is presently the men's and women's tennis coach at Lake Forest College in Illinois, and he's out there coaching his match this afternoon. Fans, Michael A. Raymond, 0204 men's tennis. Our next inductee is Elena A. Massamusiak, 04 women's swimming. The East Hampton, Mass. native was a 4-year performer and 2-time All-New England Intercollegiate Swimming and Diving Association selection. As a sophomore, she placed second in the 50-yard butterfly, third in the 50 breaststroke, and swam the first leg on the winning 40 freestyle relays at the conference championship. She was a team captain her senior year as the Golden Bears won the program's first ever conference tournament title. At the conference meet, she won a gold medal in the 50 breaststroke and swam on the first place 200 medley and 400 freestyle relay squads. Elena holds 12 school records and she held 12 school records at her time and still owns 5 of those. Fans, Elena A. Massamusiak, 04 women's swimming. Our next inductee is Christy M. Kios, 06 for softball. Christy was among the top players on teams that captured 4 conference tournament titles while participating in the NCAA Division III championships each season. A shortstop and catcher, the Cheshire, Connecticut native compiled a career batting average that ranks 6th best in program history. She was a member of the Golden Bear squad that captured the program's first NCAA Division III regional title and made its inaugural appearance in the NCAA Division III Final 8 championship in 2003. The team co-captain ended her illustrious career by being named to the prestigious ESPN The Magazine College Division Academic All-America First Team, and she graduated as a school record holder in hits with 175 and runs with 147. Fans, Christy M. Kehoe, class of 06 softball. And our final inductee for the class of 2014 is Adam D. Cherry, 07 men's lacrosse. Adam combined excellence on the playing field and in the classroom to become one of the top student athletes in Golden Bear history. The Westfield, Mass. native utilized his skill and strength to set the program record with 267 points in 74 games. He helped his team capture its first ECAC Division III New England Championship as a freshman and was a key member of the 07 squad that set a school record with a 17-1 record while winning the Pink Pilgrim League tournament title and advancing to the quarterfinals of the NCAA Division III championship. He made the United States Intercollegiate Lacrosse Association D3 All-Americas team in 06 and 07, and he ended his career by making the USILA Senior Scholar Athlete and ESPN The Magazine College Division Academic All-America teams. Fans, Adam D. Cherry, class of 07, men's lacrosse. Once again, here are our 2014 inductees. Let's hear it for all the inductees this season. Thank you. Fans, heard some first half statistics. Rushing yards net for Westfield, 20 rushes for 50. For the Golden Bears, 31 for 83. Passing yards net, Westfield 58, Golden Bears 74. Individual statistics, leading rushers for Westfield, Mike Mercandante has 11 carries for 50 yards and a long of 13. For the Golden Bears, Kevin Cook has 14 carries for 48 net yards. And that allows Kevin to surpass the 3,000-yard career rushing mark for the Golden Bears. Congratulations to Kevin Cook for surpassing the 3,000-yard mark in career rushing. Passing statistics, individual for Westfield. Steve Gercio is 5 for 9 for 53 yards, and Eric Washburn is 1 of 4 for 5. For the Golden Bears, Tyler Ward is 8 of 13 with 1 interception for 74 yards. Leading receivers, Bobby Boyer for Westfield, 3 catches for 28 yards. For the Golden Bears, Kevin Cook, 2 catches for 38 yards. Leading tacklers for Westfield, Jonathan Lytle has 2 unassisted and 6 assisted, and a tackle and a half for a loss. For the Golden Bears, Isaiah Barrios has 5 unassisted and 1 assisted.
Alrighty, welcome back inside the press box here at Golden Bear Stadium. Hopefully you enjoyed some of the halftime festivities here on homecoming weekend at Western New England University. Tim Culverhouse with you on the call. Tatiana Mason working the camera here on the Golden Bear Sports Network, powered by the PAC Network. And special thanks to the Office of Alumni Affairs and Alumni Association of Western New England University for today's broadcast. It's homecoming, so an awful lot of alumni are here in Springfield rekindling their collegiate memories, and hopefully there's a lot more watching back at home here on GBSN. So halftime between the Owls and the Golden Bears, it's 10-7 in favor of the home team, Western New England. 83 yards on the ground and 74 through the air, good for 157. Westfield State 50 and 58, for 108. Kevin Cook, as you just heard through our public address announcer here, 14 carries for 48 yards, and that gives him 3,008. He has gone over the 3,000-yard mark in his career for Western New England. In his career, and he is tied with Marvin Langley with 38 career rushing touchdowns. He needs one more to break the record, and Langley played from 1998 to 2001, making it tied with 39, And Cook has become only the 3rd Golden Bear in program history to go over 3,000 yards. Passing game for Western New England, Tyler Ward, 8 for 13 and a pick, 74 yards. Cook leading all receivers with 2 catches for 38 yards. Elliott, 1 for 12. Andrew Walls, 1 for 7. And Trent Vasey, 1 for 6. For Westfield State, Mike Mercadante, 11 rushes for 50 yards and that touchdown scamper. Steve Gercio, 5 for 9 in the shotgun for the Owls, 53 yards, and Eric Washburn, 1 for 4 for 5 yards. Bobby Boyer has 3 catches for 28 yards, and Indika Ariago has the high catch of the day for the Owls. 1 reception, 21 yards. That was on a 3rd and 16 for a first down play. And the scoring plays here, Kevin Cook, a 1-yard run. Patterson knocking through the extra point to give the Golden Bears a 7-0 lead. 4:27 left in that, or with 5:34 left to go in that first quarter. Then Westfield State tied it up as Mercadante's 13-yard run and Bortoluci's subsequent extra point tied it at 7. And then Kevin Patterson's 29-yard field goal with 1:26 left before the half gives Western New England a 10-7 lead as Westfield State makes their way back out onto the field. Western New England doing so shortly. Take a look around the rest of the WNE scoreboard as the Golden Bears men's soccer program winning 2-1 in double overtime at Supernant Field behind Golden Bears Stadium, defeating Eastern Nazarene College, the Lions, as the men's soccer program improves to 5-2. Field hockey is underway out at Clark. No update there. And the women's soccer team is scoreless behind us at Supernant Field. We'll get the update as we go along for the rest of today. Elsewhere around the rest of the New England Football Conference, Fitchburg State knocking off Curry by a final of 21-7. That happened last night out in Fitchburg. Games underway this afternoon. It's Montclair State and Salve Regina in a barn burner. 7-6 the score with 7:15 left to go in favor of Montclair State. And Western Connecticut up 7-0 at home over Nichols. The Bison in danger of dropping to 0-2 on the season. Hobart on the road up 21-5 over Endicott. That game is in the fourth quarter. Our score here 10-7 in favor of Western New England. And then MIT with a big lead over Becker, 28-7 the score. And that game is at the half, so MIT looking to pounce on Becker College as the Engineers have a strong game headed thus far. They won last week 28-18, looking like an early challenger for the NEFC title. Elsewhere, also, the Coast Guard Academy will be hosting Merchant Marine at 2:30, so that game kicking off shortly. And then Anna Maria will host Maine Maritime at 3 o'clock out in Paxton. That's a look around the rest of the NEFC scoreboard. We'll check in there between the third and fourth quarter before the end of this contest here in Springfield. Golden Bears with a 10-7 lead over the Westfield State University Owls at Golden Bears Stadium. It's homecoming weekend. A large crowd here in Springfield of current students, alumni, and family and friends and supporters of this institution, as Western New England University looking to start the season 2-0 before they make their way into the NEFC schedule. The Golden Bears will be off next week, but then they will be on the road in Castine, Maine, as they travel to Maine Maritime. That's on Saturday, September 27th. Golden Bears won't return home for just under a month. They'll host the Coast Guard Academy on October 4th at Golden Bears Stadium. So Western New England looking to head into their bye with a victory and improve to 2-0. And as for Westfield State, they are 1-0 as well. They will be on the road opening their conference schedule next Saturday afternoon at UMass Dartmouth. That opens their MASCAC schedule, as Westfield State looking to make it 2-0 over NEFC opponents before they make their way into conference play. Western New England getting amped for half number 2 as they try to extend the lead. They are up 10-7 over the Owls. Westfield State will be receiving the second half kickoff, and they will have an opportunity to tie or take the lead for the first time today. Very fall-like conditions here in Springfield, and a lot of hoodies and a lot of blue and gold on the Western New England University campus this afternoon, as temperatures have not gone over 70 degrees. We are in the mid-60s here on September 13th, 2:25 the time on the East Coast. Wherever you're watching this game, whether it's in Springfield down the street or anywhere else in the world, you're on Golden Bear Sports Network, powered by the Pack Network. Tim Culverhouse on the call, Tatiana Mason on the camera work, as Patterson sets the ball on the tee, as we are just about ready for this second half between the Golden Bears and the Owls. The Golden Bears, the home team, in their royal blue jerseys, white numbers and golden trim. Western New England will do the kicking. As for Westfield State, the road team, the whites, navy blue trim, navy blue uniforms for the Owls. Patterson will be kicking off left to right. Back deep to return are Wilder and Jordan Brown. And we are underway in half number 2. It will be Jordan Brown on the return. Fields it at his own 10-yard line, running cross field. And he will be brought down on the play by number 47 for the Golden Bears. That's Amir Allen out of Avenel, New Jersey, making the hit and also Perry as well. So the Golden Bears and Westfield State underway here at the second half. And Westfield State will start with the ball at their own 29-yard line, moving right to left in this third quarter. And starting at quarterback will be Eric Washburn. He went 1 for 4 in that first half. And I'll hand it off to Mercadante on this left side. And he will be wrapped up by a couple of defenders, pile driven back, but not before a pickup of about 6 for Mercadante. And a good start for him in this second half. 11 carries for 50 yards, well shy of his 200-plus yard performance a week ago. And they'll give him 7 on the forward progress. It'll be a 2nd and 3 for the Owls, trailing by 3. One wide receiver on each side of the formation for the Owls. Inside handoff, cutting out to the right by Mercadante, but he's going to be met for a loss. Making the hit for the Golden Bears is Kyle Jones. He wraps him up. And Stazewitz in there as well. It'll be 3rd and 4 from the Owl 30 early in this third quarter. With the President's Cup trophy on the line, 14-11, the series lead for the Owls over Western New England. They won last year handily, 33-7 out in Westfield. Western New England would love to get that trophy back in Springfield in 2014. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers spread out to the right for Washburn. He drops back to pass. Give you a short pass over the middle, caught and complete to the tight end. That's Peter Knowles. Sure-handed catch. And that'll be good for a first down for the Owls. Making the hit is Zach Fleming, but not after a pickup of about 7. And it's a first down for the Owls. They'll have it at their own 38-yard line. Moving right to left, Western New England received the opening kickoff after the Owls deferred. And they opened up a 10-7 lead, but now Westfield State has an opportunity to change that. Washburn, another shotgun, Mercadante to his left. It's going to be a handoff to Mercadante. He cuts back over to the right. Keeps the legs moving. Give him about 2 on the carry.
Tackle by Jones.
And Jones makes the hit. Kyle Jones. Defensively for Western New England, Isaiah Barrios leading everybody with 5.5 tackles. Zach Fleming up there with 3.5. But Jones having a solid performance so far for the Golden Bears. That will be his 4th tackle on the day. Fullback in front of Mercadante. That's Sweeney. And Mercadante moving out to his left, but he'll be tackled behind the line. And that's Jones once again. A loss of 2, and Jones comes flying in from the linebacker position. The outside linebacker on the left side comes across the field and wraps up Mercadante in the backfield. It'll be a 3rd and 9 for the Owls. Westfield State converted on 2 long 3rd downs in that first half. We'll see what they can do here on 3rd and 9. Trips out to the right for Washburn in the slot. It's Colin Smith, then Arriago, and spread out wide. It's Bobby Boyer rolling out and dropped behind the line. Getting it off was Washburn. The pressure coming on the blitz from number 32, Nick Kahn will make that, Ryan Nolte, number 31, making the hit. Western New England appealing for an intentional grounding play, but none coming as Washburn did get that off. He had less than 2 seconds to even make that play. And it will be a punt for the Owls as Alari comes out. He has 3 punts on the day, averaging 43 yards, and that's a wobbler over to that far side. It's going to bounce and take a Westfield State bounce, and will be downed at the 28-yard line of the Golden Bears as the offense will come back out on the field. Shumitz running away from that one along with the rest of the Gunners. For the Golden Bears, will be 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line. And the running game was key for Western New England in that first half. They put put up 83 yards on the ground. Cook with 48 of those yards. Let's see what they do to open up quarter number 3. And Cook's in the backfield along with the quarterback, Ward. 4 wide receivers set. And it's going to be an option throw to Cook on that left side. And that's not going anywhere. Making the hit is Chris Story. He read that very quickly. As the Golden Bears.
Loss of 3 on the play. Second and 13 from the 25.
Dropped 3 yards on that option. Ward out of the shotgun. Creeping up is McCoy. Ward's going to pass it. It's tipped at the line. And McCoy was in the area. If he could have caught that in the air, it would have been an easy pick 6. But the offensive lineman not getting a good enough push as the D lineman get a handle on that one, as now some rotation up front. Westfield State switching to more of a 3-4 defense as Ward drops back 3rd and 13, fakes to his left, then goes right, trying to connect with Andrew Walls, but it falls incomplete. And that play never looked good as Ward was scrambling and passed out of the hands of Walls too far in front of him. And a very quick 3-and-out for the Golden Bears. Not a good series for Western New England on that one, as they are forced to punt within their own territory. And Westfield State would love a big return from Wilder to change the field position. Deep is Kennedy. A long snapper for the Golden Bears, Garrett Vasquez. Kennedy gets a very high kick. Fair catch called for by Wilder. He takes it at his own 27-yard line. So Kennedy with a very good kick allows for Westfield State to take over inside their own territory. That's a 48-yard punt by Ian Kennedy. Averaged 38 yards a year ago, and he got a good boot on that one, the senior out of Bayshore, New York, and Bayshore High School. And the offense comes out for the Owls once again. It's still Washburn. I've not seen Gercio since the end of that first half, but Washburn will be taking over to begin this one. Mercadante in the backfield. And they hand it off to him up the middle, and he's still going, spins out of a tackle, and pushes forward on a 9-yard carry for Mercadante. Western New England couldn't wrap him up on that one. And getting a piece of him at the end of that one was Edward. 2nd and 1 from the Westfield State 36. 2 wide receivers out to the near side left. Don't think they're going to be going to him as Mercadante is in the backfield, and they will hand it off to him up the middle. Pushes the pile forward and picks up about 3. So it will be a first down carry, make it 2 on the carry. So Mercadante moves the chains for the Owls, as it will be a first down. A first down for the Owls. Still inside their own territory, the 38, moving right to left. In this third quarter, the visitors out of Westfield. And the Owls looking to improve to 2-0, but so are the Golden Bears. Full back in front of Mercadante is Sweeney. 2 wide receivers out to the right. Now rolling out to his right is Washburn. On the comeback pass, trying to connect with number 11. That's Bobby Boyer. And they do connect with him. And that's good for a first down for the Owls. Good comeback route, as rolling out to his right was Washburn on the run, making the play. And it looks like Western New England takes a timeout early in this third quarter. After the 11-yard completion to Boyer, and that looks like Coach Emery out there and the defensive coordinator for the Golden Bears. Keith Emery for this Western New England squad. Not the start of this core they were looking for. Secondaries coach J.T. Zimmerman, the D-backs out of Benedictine, Illinois. Going out there and questioning how that coverage was so blown. And out of the timeout, it will be a first down for the Owls just inside their own side of the field. They have it at the 49-yard line. Man in motion. And it's going to be a handoff to Mercadante. Rolls over to the left, hurdles his own man, and jumps forward for a carry of 2 in motion for the for the Owls was Bortolucci, the wide receiver, also the place kicker. And Bortolucci went along the formation and set a couple of blocks for Mercadante. And Bortolucci comes out as Colin Smith checks into the game. 20 seconds left on the play clock. Westfield State still trailing by 3 with 8:48 left to go in this third quarter. Washburn calling out the plays. It'll be him and Mercadante alone in the backfield as Sweeney moves up into a blocking tight end. Now Mercadante motions, and Sweeney does as well. Quick snap. Western New England was trying to pounce on it, but Westfield State on that bad snap. We have a false start penalty. And the penalty goes against number 32. That's Luciano. If I heard the official correctly. And the Owls commit the infraction as a team today. That is their third penalty. And it will now be 2nd and 13 as we approach 8 minutes left to go. Washburn, play action pass, looks over the middle of the field, trying to connect with Arriago. Jump ball goes over Arriago's head along with the head of man in coverage for the Golden Bears. That's Obi Etuka. And Etuka went stride for stride with Arriago, and that ball was just sailed by Washburn. Trying to connect on a big play. Western New England was in good coverage in the secondary, and Washburn tried to squeeze that one into the shoebox. It'll now be a 3rd and 13 for the Owls. Ball placed at the 46-yard line. Trips over to the far side right for Smith, Arriago, and then Boyer. And he's looking over. It's going to be a wide receiver screen complete to Colin Smith. And he'll be wrapped up on the tackle. We'll have a flag called. Making the hit for Western New England was number 40 for the Golden Bears. And that is John Perry, the junior. And we have some laundry on the field. We'll see what this penalty will be. Official discussing what it is with the coaching staff of the Golden Bears. An interesting decision. Play was stopped short, so according to where the spot is, will be a 4th down and about 4. And we'll see if the Golden Bears accept the penalty and back it up, or if it will be declined. And it's a low block called against Yinka Arriago. Penalty is declined, so it will be a 4th down. I apologize, it's 4th and 14. I was looking at the original line of scrimmage marker. So a 4th and a mile brings out the punt team for the Owls. Olari to punt. Shumitz back deep to return. Nearly blocked. Shumitz lets it bounce, and still bouncing at the 10. And further down, Shumitz could never get a beat on that punt, and Olari gets a friendly bounce. And Western New England will still have a long ways to go on this drive as they are pinned deep inside their own territory. It'll be at the 7 once again, so another good punt, 45 yards from Olari. And Western New England pinned deep once again. Last time they were here was a 3-and-out. And Westfield State reversed the field position. And now we'll see what the Golden Bears can do. 7:31 to begin this drive. Ward passes out to Tucker Shumitz. Makes a man miss, and he'll be gang tackled after a solid reception and run. It's good for a first down. That's one way to get out of your own shadow of the end zone on that quick wide receiver screen complete to Shumitz. Ward, this time going the far side. That's going to be completed to A.J. Cologne, and Cologne pushes forward. That's another positive play for the Golden Bears. Give him about 6. And Mispelli makes the tackle in coverage. He had 4 a week ago, so it'll be 2nd and 5. Western England returning to that no-huddle offense. Under 7 left to go. And it's going to be another quick pass, this time to Shumitz, and he has a block. He's at the 40. He's cutting out to the sideline. Brought down inside Westfield State territory. Making that hit was Greg Sheridan. But Western New England opening up the offensive playbook through the passing game. And it's a 27-yard completion, first down. Golden Bears, they're now inside Westfield State territory. It's going to be run this time to Kevin Cook on the draw, but the ball pops out. And it looks as though Western New England recovered as Cook fumbled once again. Recovered by the Golden Bears. Jumping on that for Western New England was Andrew Gatsko-Giannis, the left tackle. And it's a 4-yard carry, so Cook, 2 fumbles, but recovered both times by the Golden Bears, dodging a bullet that time. Ward is going to keep it himself this time. He pushes up the middle, and he'll be hit hard in the middle of the field. Making the hit was Pettigrew, but not before a run of 5, so it'll be a 3rd and 1 for the Golden Bears. Ozella in the backfield now. Cook gets a breather and maybe also some stick him on his hands, throwing on the football. Ozella, switch sides of the formation. He's going to run up the middle, and he has a lot of running room. He's at the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's going to be brought down inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled just shy of the goal line. A big burst by Ozella up the middle. Moves it down to the 2-yard line. First and goal, and a 32-yard carry from Mike Ozella. Very quickly, Western New England up to the line of scrimmage. Ozella cuts over towards the right, but there's nowhere to go on that one. As all credit the entire offensive line of Westfield State for making that tackle. And Sheridan, along with Lytle and Bill Green, making the hit. And it actually bumps them back a yard. So it's 2nd and goal now from the 4. 2 wide receivers. Shumitz in motion. And Ward cuts up the middle. Looked like that was maybe a fake end around, and Ward kept it up the middle. Gets back to the 3. So 3rd and goal. Western New England, after a big play, could use 6 points here. They still have 3 yards to go as the Westfield State defense toughens up inside their own red zone. Ward getting the play call from the sidelines. Plenty of time left on the play clock. 20 seconds left to go. Game clock down to 4:30 in the 3rd quarter. 2 wide receivers spread out to the left. And it's going to be handed off to Ozella up the middle. It was a fake pass, and Westfield State was not buying. Making the hit was Bill Green, and he wrapped them up, and that will bring out a field goal attempt for Patterson, as he made his earlier one. It'll be a 22-yarder, and Patterson made a 29-yarder to end the scoring in the first half. This one is blocked at the line of scrimmage, and now Westfield State has it on a possible return. Slipping and recovering the block was Greg Sheridan, and it looked like Sam Lauren got the block on that far side, and the Westfield State sideline is energized. Patterson's kick is blocked, and if Sheridan didn't slip, he may have been able to bring that one back to the house. And Western New England cannot put points on the board, getting it down as close as the 2-yard line, and they come up empty. And that one hurts for the Golden Bears, as with still 10-7 here at Golden Bears Stadium. We see Gercio come back into the game for Westfield State, and Wilder's in the backfield on this one. Some switching up front for Western New England, the lineman. It's going to be a keeper this time to Gercio. Decided to not hand that one off to Wilder. And they'll give them 2 on the carry. Westfield State took over at their own 14-yard line. A long field, but gladly accepted for the Westfield State offense after the blocked field goal attempt. And Gercio, Wilder in the backfield. He has Boyer along with Smith over to his right, and Arriago spread out to his left. 3 down linemen for the Golden Bears as Gercio surveys the defense. Drops back to pass, the lefty sends one over the middle into tight coverage, and it's caught by Boyer. And it will be just shy. No, we'll see what they mark this one. And they'll say first down. The referee comes over the white hat, and he awards the first down. So it's a pickup of 8 on the play. And Western New England defense needs an answer as Westfield State came up big on special teams. Gercio now 2 wide receivers out to his left, and Smith and Arriago. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Wilder. He was stopped and bounced back. Making initial contact for the Owls was Coverdale.
Duncan on the stop.
And
with Okoye. 2nd and 10 for the 23.
Way and Duncan making the tackle for the Golden Bears. 2 minutes left and continuing to run here. As Gercio in the shotgun, a fullback in front of Wilder. And Gercio's rolling out to his left. Nowhere really to go. Now he's going to take off, then throw. Nearly picked off. A couple of fingers on that one for the Golden Bears, as that was Duncan and then also Fleming getting a piece of that one. Ill-advised throw from Gercio as he tried to thread the needle. There was one owl in the vicinity and about 4 Golden Bears. And that very easily could have been intercepted for Western New England. But it's 3rd down and 10 from the Owl 18-yard line. Clock stopped at 1:37. Gercio with Wilder in the backfield. He's got trips to the near side left. Smith, Arriago, and then Boyer spread out to the near side left. He has one receiver out to the right. Gercio dropping back, trying to connect with his wide receiver. Full extension dive by Lauren, but out of play and too far. Trying to put that one into double coverage in between Fleming and Ituka. But about 3 strides in front of his intended target, as Western New England is able to answer the bell defensively and force a punt coming from Olari. Shumitz, trouble reading the punts from Olari so far. We'll see if he gets a return on this one. He's stationed at the Western New England 46-yard line. Olari, the line drive. Shumitz has to draw it back, and he will have a return. He fields it at the 33-yard line, cuts out to his right. He's working along the sideline. And then the ball is loose, and it's a fumble on the play recovered by the Owls. And that's an instance of Tucker Shumitz trying to do too much. And Westfield State, William Tejada, the freshman out of Acton, Massachusetts, recovers the fumble. And the Western New England defense, which just came out after holding. And that's 2 special teams miscues for Western New England on the last 2 play. But we have a flag on the far side of the field. We'll see what this one is. And the 42-yard kick. Waiting to see what the penalty is.
Sideline warning on the offense. 5-yard penalty.
So a sideline warning called against Westfield State. With Eager on the celebration, and Shumitz fumbles the punt return. Tried to cut back and find a seam, and it was punched out, recovered by the Owls, William Tejada. And now Westfield State will have the ball once again inside Western New England territory. They'll take over at the 36. Gercio back still at quarterback. Mercadante fakes the handoff. Gercio looking long over the middle of the field. Overshoots his target. It was Colin Smith in the seam route. He was wide open over the middle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 36.
But Dean Susi and Jameer White were in coverage. Or Susi, excuse me, number 43. That's Marcus Biggins. Were in coverage. They were underneath that route. And Gercio tried to get it over the top. And he overshot Smith, or else that was walking down the red carpet into the end zone for a touchdown. Owls still trailing 10-7, minute 9 left in this third quarter. Western New England, 2 special teams miscues, giving the ball back to the Owls. Handoff to Mercadante up the middle, a big hit, and dragging a defender. That's Mercadante, dragging Duncan for an extra couple of yards. And that's a hard run from the senior running back at a nearby Wilbraham, Massachusetts, went to Minnetonka High School. Give him 8 on the carry, so it will be a 3rd and 2. Under a minute left to go in this third quarter. Western New England 10, Westfield State 7 on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Homecoming weekend here in Springfield. And Western New England would love nothing better than to give their students, family, friends, and alumni a win. Under 30 left to go. Gercio in the shotgun. Handed off to Mercadante up the middle. He'll be brought down. Making the hit was Fleming, but he will be right at that 26-yard line, and they will say no, he was short. And now they will say first down. I saw 4 on that far side, but it will be a first down. Needed 2, picked up 3, and Westfield State is driving. Under 20 left to go. We'll see if they get the play off here as the clock continues to run. 10 seconds left. 20 left on the play clock. Gercio. It seems like they're ready to run that play. Overloaded line. Now switching formations to the left. They do get the play off. Mercadante runs to his right, and they probably shouldn't have run it. He's going to be swallowed up in the backfield. A tackle for a loss. In on the hit, 41, 43, and 95. So in order, Solanic, Biggins, and Molino. And they get him for a loss. They'll give him a loss of 3. So it'll be a 2nd and 13, but that wraps things up here at Golden Bear Stadium in this third quarter as Western New England holding on to a 10-7 lead as the Golden Bears had 2 opportunities to score. Could not punch it into the end zone from the 1. And then a blocked field goal gave the Owls the ball back before a muffed punt by the Golden Bears. Tucker Schumich trying to do a little too much on that as that is fumbled away. And this is the drive that the Owls have right now. It'll be a 2nd and 13 from the Westfield or the Western New England 28-yard line. Teams will switch sides of the field, so Western New England will be moving right to left when they get the ball next. Westfield State with it right now with a 2nd and 13 to open this fourth quarter. We'll be moving left to right. Tim Culverhouse here with the play call on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Tatiana Mason controlling the camera as we have entered this fourth quarter, and we are ready to go. Gercio. Jumbo line over to the left. Now the fullback moves across to the right. It's going to be a fake rollout. Gercio rolling out to his left. Comeback route. Finds his tight end. That's Knowles. And he will be brought down, but not before a first down, and multiple flags coming in for the play at the end of it. Looked like it might be a late hit on the Golden Bears as Knowles down to the 13 after a 15-yard reception. And a face mask called against number 43 for the Golden Bears. That's Biggins, the senior linebacker. Automatic first down, and the ball will be placed at half the distance to the goal. So 1st and goal now for Westfield State as they are knocking on the door. Ball spotted at the 7, inside the red zone for the Owls. And early in this fourth quarter, Westfield State lurking. And Gercio will line up under center for the first time today. And it's going to be a handoff to Mercadante. He will be met, but driving forward and powering for a touchdown for the Owls. And it's a 6-yard touchdown run for Mercadante as Westfield State has taken the lead for the first time this afternoon. And a bad turnover for the Golden Bears turns into 6 points as the Owls punch it in on the 6-yard touchdown run from Mike Mercadante. On to attempt the extra point is Bortolucci. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 14:26 early in this fourth quarter, Western New England now trails Westfield State by a score of 14-10. And the President's Cup, which currently sits in the hands of Westfield State University, the score stays the same way. Will remain in Westfield for another year. See what the Golden Bears can do to answer the call, as a couple of miscues leads to points for Westfield State. Shumitz
White to kick off for the Owls.
And Fenton Deskus back deep to return for the Golden Bears. Deskus, the freshman out of Kingswood Oxford High School, Wilmington, Connecticut. And we are ready to go. Kick coming from White, Devontae White of Pawcatuck, Connecticut. And that's another short kick, fielded by Shumitz at his own 20-yard line. He's going to move across the field to the left, gets a block, trying to turn the corner, but he dragged down from behind
Shumitz on the return.
about the 31, and that's where the Golden Bears will start.
10 yards on the return.
Getting up slowly for Western New England. On the block was Trent Vasey. A little woozy on the sideline. We'll keep an update on him. But the Golden Bears opened the playbook, extended some passes in the last drive. We'll see what they do here as Ward has his team trailing by 4 early in the fourth quarter. Ward, inside handoff to Cook, and he'll be wrapped up. We'll give him 2 on the carry. Mazzoni makes the tackle. He had 5 a week ago. And Western New England facing a 2nd and 8 at their own 32. I think 33. Ward, 2 receivers out to each side's comeback route, and a catch by number 81, Andrew Wallace, fingertip. Short gain on that play. Give him 3. So set up a 3rd and 5. Same formation. Cook to the right of Ward in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers on each side of the formation for the Golden Bears. Ward surveys the defense. He's dropping back to pass over the middle, and it will be caught. And I thought that was going to be intercepted for a moment. Lauren was right there, but making the catch is DJ Ellis. Strong hands, and Western New England picks up the first down. Ward once again in that shotgun for the Golden Bears. And he's going to fake the handoff this time, looking for some help. He's scrambling, rolling out to his right, dumps it over the top, and that will be incomplete. Nearly intercepted, as that was Lauren and Sheridan. We will have a flag on the play, as that was a broken play. Ward scrambling and just tried to float that one out there, looking to connect with Shumitz. And we have a flag on that far sideline. We'll see what the call is. But a very poor decision. An eligible man downfield. And that was on Ken Valero. Excuse me. Westfield State declines the penalty. So it will be a 2nd and 10. They'll take the down, not the yardage. They very nearly picked off Ward once again. And Ward, 2 wide receivers on each side once again. He sends Shumitz in motion. Going from right to left across the formation. It's going to be a short pass to Shumitz. Couple of blocks. Shumitz spun around behind the line of scrimmage and dropped back. Making the hit was Julon McCoy. He drives Shumitz back with forward progress. Brings him to a loss for Western New England. Will be a 3rd and 11 for the Golden Bears. They have moved backwards on their last couple of plays. Ward needs a big play here. He's got Cook in the backfield. Shumet's out to the right. He's looking over towards Cook. It's his screen pass. He'll be out front to block, but Cook gets as far as just shy of midfield. They'll say he is right at the 50. 4th and 6, and the punt team will come out for the Golden Bears. And they have not done much offensively in this second half. As we enter the fourth quarter, the Golden Bears trailing by 4. Brown deep to return. Jordan Brown for Westfield State, and to punt will be Kennedy. And Kennedy rolls out to his right. A very high kick. Spinning, and it will go into the end zone for a touchback. It bounced at the 9-yard line and then took off into the end zone. Be a 50-yard kick for Kennedy. Only 30 for him on the net because of the touchback. And now Westfield State can extend the lead to 2 possessions if they can punch in another touchdown on this drive. And Western New England needs another stop defensively if they want to keep this a 1-score ball game. Westfield State takes over to the left at their own 20-yard line. Washburn back at quarterback. Mercadante in the backfield. As both quarterbacks seeing a lot of playing time. Washburn this time passes over the middle to Colin Smith. And the ball comes out, and it is loose scramble for the middle of the field, and it is recovered by Mercadante. Trying to jump on it was Dean Susi, but another fumble, and it's an 8-yard pass play complete to Smith before it got punched out. And Westfield State nearly coughs it up as the Golden Bears almost force a much-needed fumble. Washburn, 2nd and 2 at his own 28-yard line. Takes the snap from McGillicuddy, hands it off to Mercadante. Mercadante was stopped behind the line, but he keeps the feet moving. They'll give him 1 on the play, so it will be a 3rd and 1 now for the Westfield State University Owls.
3rd and 1 for the 29.
A big play here for Western New England. They can force a 3-and-out and get that ball back. Or will Westfield State move it through? Some noise being made here inside the stadium. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, complete for a 1st down.
Mercadante on the carry.
And Mercadante picks up the 1st down.
Good for now, 1st down.
Took a hard hit at the end of that play, but he needed 1, got 6. And the drive continues for the Owls.
1st and 10 from the 35.
And at the 35-yard line, set up a 1st and 10 for the Owls. As we are now under 10 minutes left to go in this one. Westfield State holding on to a 4-point lead, 14-10 over the Golden Bears. Washburn ready to go. Mercadante to his right. Now he comes over to the left. Mercadante swings out to that left side. He's spun around, hanging on to that ball with 2 hands. They'll give Mercadante a gain of 4.
Gain of 3 on the play will bring up 2nd and 7 from the 38.
Short 4, long 3, so it will be a 2nd and 7 now for the Owls. Western New England use a turnover here. They have been bitten by the turnover bug today. They've given up an interception, or they've thrown an interception, fumbled 3 times and only lost 1, so they've been playing with fire all day. And there's a fumble again, and that ball's going to be recovered by the Golden Bears. A bad handoff from Washburn to Mercadante, and the Golden Bears jump on it. And I missed the number of who jumped on that ball, but Western New England, and Susi, one of these defensive leaders, takes over, and the Golden Bears with a golden opportunity here after the fumble by Westfield State. And how quickly the tide has turned. And now Western New England has an opportunity. Handoff inside. And it's going to go for positive yardage as that's Kevin Cook moving up the field.
Tackle by McCoy.
And there's some life back in this stadium.
Gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Be 2nd and 1 after the 9-yard carry by Cook. Ward looking over to his left. And it's going to be nearly picked off. That was looking for A.J. Colon, and now the official will say that it was a backwards pass and be a fumble. We'll see what they say as the officials meet on this one. That was Ward looking to connect with Colon, and now the official will say incomplete pass. The Western New England sideline and crowd relieved by that one. Westfield State, on the other hand, thought that that was a backwards pass, and the Golden Bears hang on that one as that bounced off the hand of A.J. Colon, and his number counterpart actually jumped on that one for Western New England, or for Westfield State. I thought that was Colin Smith. Make that number 30. That was Chris Story. But a nearly diabolical play. There's a handoff to Cook. He's up the middle and free, brought down from behind by Sheridan. But it's good for a first down. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the Westfield State 11. Inside the red zone are the Golden Bears as Cook powers forward. Western New England continuing their march down the field. Tyler Ward hands off to Cook once again. He's going to be brought down from behind. A high hit
Cook on the carry.
coming from Pettigrew as he just held on that one. As it looks like some light rain is starting to fall here in Springfield. It was in the forecast. 8 minutes left to go. 2nd and 10 from the 11. Ward drops back, and it's picked off. A bad pass as Ward sends it right in, and Julon McCoy is right there. And it looked like some miscommunication between quarterback and wide receiver as Julon McCoy intercepts Kevin Ward, and that is a killer for the Golden Bears as Ward is picked off for the 2nd time this afternoon. And Julon McCoy jumped the route, trying to connect, it looked like, with Cologne. And Julon McCoy was right there. And Western New England turns it over deep inside Westfield State territory. And that one hurts. And now a run up the middle. Wilder gets past that first level, and then he's brought down. We'll have a solid pickup on the play. Give him 5. Get out of the shadow of their own end zone.
Tackle by Duncan and Susie.
Duncan and Susie make the tackle for the Golden Bears.
4, 2nd and 6.
It'll be 2nd and 6 now for Westfield State, as they are now in no need to push the tempo of this one up by 4. Don't want to get complacent, but there's no need to return to a fast-paced offense. Washburn in at quarterback. Sends a man in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Wilder on this right side as a flag comes in, probably coming back for a hold. Wilder loses one, but I think it's going back even further on the hold. And I think it's going to go against Ryan Sweeney, the fullback. Official having trouble with his microphone.
24.
And it is a hold on Sweeney, so it will be a 10-yard penalty. It was a loss on the play, but it will now be a 10-yard loss. The down will maintain the same. I'll go 10 yards back from the line of scrimmage, so mark it at the 7-yard line of the Owls as they are backing up once again. And Western New England, 2nd and 16 for the Owls. Western New England would love a pick 6 or a fumble here. Washburn, Western New England defense rotating on that front line. We handoff to Mercadante, and he has a big hole. Another flag comes in. Mercadante shreds off one defender. As
Susi, however, flags on the play.
another flag, multiple coming in. And this one might be going back. Another hold. Another hold on the offense, so that one will move half the distance to the goal. And another negative play for the Owls on that far side for Western New England. Isaiah Barrios, the sophomore out of Platekill, New York, is trying to energize his defense to get a big play on this one.
Enforcement of the penalty will bring up a 2nd and 19 from the
Second and 19 now for the Owls. As a light rain is just starting to fall here in Springfield. Some last-second substitutions coming in. Play clock under 20 seconds. Game clock running with 6:30 left to go. More defense chant coming in from the Western New England faithful. A very good crowd as we're down under 5 seconds left. And snap coming to Washburn. He's going to drop back to pass. It's to Arriago. Arriago turns and he'll be wrapped up and brought down by Nolte.
Pass complete to Arriago.
They get out of
Tackled by Nolte.
their own 3, but they're still deep in their own territory. Brought down at the 7-yard line.
Third.
It'll be a gain of 4 for the Golden Bears, for the Owls. And it'll be a 3rd and 15. Ball is spotted on the 7 for the Owls. Players wanting some life from the crowd, and here it is. 3rd and 14 for Westfield State. 2 men in the backfield, Sweeney and Mercadante. Washburn has it in the shotgun. It's going to be handoff to Mercadante. He's going to cut out to the right. Turns the corner. Another flag coming in. We'll see what this infraction is on. But Mercadante moved forward. And Atuka makes the tackle. And
holding number 72 on the offense.
another hold. That's Tom Sarkeesian on the infraction. Western New England declines it, so it's 4th and 9 from the Owl 13, and that's where they will have to punt it, make it 4th and 8. Schumitz would love to make up for his fumble on that last one with a big return here. Western New England will have good field position off this punt, as just inside his own end zone is Olari. Schumitz is at the 45-yard line. We'll see what he can do here. Olari takes a low snap, and he sends it long. Schumitz rolling out to his right. He fields it at the 49-yard line, trying to use his speed, cuts back, and he gets back to just about where he fielded it. Get about 2 yards on the return, trying to move sideways. But the coverage team of Westfield State not allowing much movement at all. And the Golden Bears have the ball inside Westfield State territory. 5:13 left to go in the 4th quarter. Golden Bears trailing 14-10 on the Golden Bears Sports Network. President's Cup Trophy on the line here this afternoon. It's homecoming weekend at Westfield, or at Western New England. And the official was on the wrong side of the field. But now we are ready to go. 5:13 left. Cook goes in motion. It's going to be a keeper by Ward. Ward busts through one tackle and then dives forward as that ball came up. And Ward nearly coughed that one up. Julon McCoy on the hit. Also, Lytle making the hit. Not after a gain of 8. 2nd and 2. This one handed to Cook. This time he tries the left side. Spins out around the corner. He's dragged out of bounds. That was Story dragging him out, but a first down for the Golden Bears. As Cook tried to turn that corner, and it will be first down Western New England. 4:30 left to go. Ward has 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Sends Cook in motion. Now he's in the right side of the backfield. Cook dropping back, sends it over the middle, and it's complete. Cut to number 20, A.J. Kwone breaks the tackle. Touchdown! Western New England scores on a touchdown pass from Tyler Ward. He connects with number 20, A.J. Cologne, and Western New England retakes the lead. And Cologne was wide open over the middle of the field. Did not have a catch a week ago, and now he has a huge touchdown reception as Western New England up 16-14. They will attempt an all-important extra point here to make it a 3-point lead. Patterson is on. Westfield State will love a block here. Patterson up and right down the middle. And with 4:18 left to go in this fourth quarter, Western New England opens up a 3-point lead once again, 17-14 here at Golden Bear Stadium. Tim Culverhouse with you on the call. Tatiana Mason on the camera. You're watching live on the Golden Bear Sports Network, powered by the PAC Network. Special thanks to the Office of Alumni Affairs and Alumni Association of Western New England University for today's broadcast, as the Golden Bears now up by 3 with 4:18 left to go in regulation time. And the Golden Bears hanging on to a 3-point lead. To kick will be Patterson. And
to kick
deep
off for the Golden Bears.
to return for
Wilder and Brown
Westfield
beat
State,
Elves.
Brown and Wilder. Patterson organizes his troops. They're ready to go. Patterson approaching the ball. Rain coming down a little bit harder here. Temperatures starting to drop as Patterson sends it deep, and Wilder fields it at his own 5-yard line. Wilder going across the field, trying to turn the corner. He will be blocked out of bounds at about the 19, maybe 21-yard line of the Owls. And Western New England's defense would love nothing more than a hold here. Both teams, or Western New England had to burn an early timeout, so they only have 2 left. Westfield State with 3. All 3 of their timeouts left as the crowd comes to life here at Golden Bear Stadium. Quarterback will be Gercio. 4:11 left in the fourth quarter. Western New England up by 3. Gercio takes the snap, hands it off to Mercadante. Makes a couple of men miss, but he's dragged down from behind by Coverdale.
Tackle by Coverdale.
Under 4 now.
Second and 7 from the 24.
3-yard carry for Mercadante. He's had a solid afternoon on the ground, as Mercadante is over the century mark. 28 carries, about 110 yards for the senior out of Minnehaha. And they're going to go back to him once again. And he bounced off a couple of tackles and finally brought down another positive carry for Mercadante.
Carry up to the 28, gain of 4.
Nolte makes the tackle. 29 carries, 114 now for Mercadante. But it's third down for Westfield State. 3rd and 3. Western New England up by 3, as by the time this ball is snapped, it will be under 3:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Power running formation as Gercio is under center. Sends the fullback in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Mercadante. And Mercadante churns forward and easily picks up the first down on his 30th carry of the afternoon.
First down up to the 36, gain of 8.
An 8-yard carry for Mercadante. He's approaching 125. Under 3 left now. Under center once again. Mercadante getting the steady flow of this one, but he's tripped up in the backfield.
Tripped up by Lewis.
And Lewis gets a piece of him to slow him down. Still 2 yards on that carry.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 from the 38.
And 2nd and 8 now for the Owls. 2:30 left to go in this one. Western New England holding on to a 3-point lead. President's Cup trophy on the line. 2-0 season on the line for both teams here in Springfield. Gercio back now in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers split out to the left, and he has Ariago on this near side, and they're going to go to him. Turns, catch, and he's knocked out of bounds. Big hit coming from Etuka. But a first down for the
Knocked out of bounds by
Owls.
Fleming.
Western New England
Good
playing
for a Westfield first down.
about 7 yards off the line of scrimmage in terms of the pass defense. That's where Atuka was lined up against Arriago. And they took the cushion and punched it forward for a first down. Still on their own side of the field. Ball at the Westfield State 47. Gercio hands it off to Mercadante. He moves forward. He's met hard in the secondary. Getting a piece of him. We're 31-19. Nolte and Duncan, but not before 5 yards. So Westfield State keeping the clock moving under a minute 30 as they now just entered Western New England territory. Moving left to right in this fourth quarter. Golden Bears up by 3. One receiver on each side, fullback in front of Mercadante. That's Tanner Ford. And it's a fake pass looking deep. Gercio sends one over the top, trying to connect with Bolte, and it's broken up. A great play on the defensive side, as that was Isaiah Barrios looking for Boyer. And Barrios jumped up and deflected that one down. And that was the shot that Westfield State has been looking to take on this drive. And Gercio put up a nice ball, but a big stop from Barrios in front of Boyer. Knocks it down, or else it would have been danger time for the Golden Bears. 3rd and 5. Minute 5 left to go in the fourth quarter. 2 wide receivers. Fullback in motion for the Owls. It's going to be a rollout to his left. Dump pass, trying to connect with the fullback. That's Ford, but it's incomplete. It was a rollout to the strong side for Gercio, and it'll be 4th and 5. This could be the ball game. Gercio over to the line of scrimmage, trying to get the play call as the crowd comes to life here at Golden Bears Stadium. An awful lot of noise. 25 seconds on the play clock. Game clock is stopped, and we are now getting the play call. Gercio to the huddle. A minute 1 left. Westfield State, if they turn it over, does have all 3 timeouts left. All Western New England would really need is a first down. So here we go. 2 wide receivers out to the left. Arriago on the near side right. And he's looking for Arriago. Incomplete. And the pass from Gercio is short for Arriago. And it's a turnover on downs for the Golden Bears. Western New England, 57 seconds left to go on the game clock. Westfield State, all 3 timeouts remaining. They will need a stop, and quickly, if they want the ball back in this one. Kevin Cook will most likely get these carries. He has fumbled 3 times. None have resulted in a turnover, but you know that's where Westfield State's going to be attacking this one. Ward takes the snap, handoff to Cook. He cuts back, moves a couple men, miss, and he keeps pushing forward. And he gets as far as the 44-yard line of Westfield State, and they have to burn timeout number 1. That stops the clock at 49 seconds left, but a big carry by Cook on the first possession, or the first play of this possession on carry number 2. And he will, or on carry number 22, he moves forward for 9 yards. And about 1 yard left. And that could just about seal things up here in Springfield. Make that 22 carries for 87 yards.
2nd and 1 from the 44.
It'll be 2nd and 1 from the Westfield State 43-yard line. 17-14 the score in favor of the Golden Bears. Out of the timeout, Ward in the shotgun. He has Cook to his right, and the handoff is to Cook. And he is going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. It will be 3rd and 1 now as Westfield State takes timeout number 2. 43 seconds. That play only took 6 seconds.
Moving up 3rd and 1
as the Owls need a stop here once again, as Cook was met at the line of scrimmage and brought down. So Westfield State clinging to life as they burn timeout number 2. Still trailing by 3, 17-14. Golden Bears taking the lead on a Colin Smith touchdown reception just a few minutes ago. 4:18 left. Golden Bears regain the lead. Tyler Ward to Cologne for a 38-yard score. But here we go, 43 seconds. Cook in motion. Westfield State crowding the box. Cook lunges forward. First down, Golden Bears. And that looks like it will just about do it. The clock will stop for a first down. But now Western New England can run it out as the Golden Bears will regain the President's Cup trophy. Head coach for Westfield State takes a timeout as the Owls unable to stop Kevin Cook on this one as he moves forward, gets 1 yard on the 2nd and 2, and then lunges forward, picks up about 4. And they'll go back to 33 seconds on the game clock. But now the Owls completely out of timeouts. "32 seconds make that on the game clock. And it's victory formation for the Golden Bears. Snap. And he takes a knee. And that will do it. As Western New England, in a very exciting matchup against their rivals from Westfield State University, gets the victory and regains the President's Cup. It's coming back to Springfield as the Golden Bears knock off Westfield State by a final of 17-14. And the Golden Bears win on homecoming weekend. And it will be a celebration tonight in Springfield as Westfield State and Western New England, a very exciting game, and Western New England moves to 2-0 on the season. Westfield State drops to 1-1. Worth noting for the Golden Bears, a solid afternoon on the ground. 47 rushes, 172 yards, 174 yards through the air. A very balanced attack for the Golden Bears. And it came primarily off the legs of Kevin Cook. 24 carries, 90 yards, 1 touchdown for Cook. So he is tied for the school rushing touchdowns lead, but he has gone over the 3,000-yard mark. Only the 3rd Golden Bear in program history to ever do just that. Passing game for Western New England. Ward, 16 of 26, 1 touchdown, 174 yards, 2 picks, a very costly one for Tyler Ward. But his team still gets the win. And President Anthony Caprio will be awarded the President's Cup trophy back in Springfield. Offensively for Westfield State, Gercio, 9 of 19, 93 yards, no picks or touchdowns. Washburn, 5 of 10, no picks, no touchdowns, only 27 yards. Mercadante, another solid performance for him, 32 carries, 123 yards, both touchdown runs for Westfield State at a long of 13. Bobby Boyer, 5 catches for 47 yards, led the way for the Westfield State University Owls. We'll hang on here just for a moment for the President's Cup trophy presentation, and then we will sign off here from Springfield on the Golden Bears Sports Network as Western New England wins the home opener by a final of 17-14 over Westfield State, as the Golden Bears regain the President's Cup trophy. Dr. Caprio hands it off to head coach Keith Emery, and the Golden Bears have a trophy on their hands. Make that 2 after winning the Pinch-On Saw game a week ago. Take a nice, beautiful picture with this one. That will remain in Springfield to 2015. Final score, Golden Bears Stadium, Western New England 17, Westfield State 14. Bears will be off next week, and will play again on the road at Maine Maritime on September 27th. They'll return home to Springfield on October 4th. For Tim Culverhouse and Tatiana Mason and the rest of our Golden Bears Sports Network crew, I'd like to thank you for tuning in to this afternoon's broadcast here on GBSN, powered by the PAC Network. And special thanks to the Office of Alumni Affairs and Alumni Association of Western New England University, as Western New England regains the President's Cup trophy 17-14 over Westfield State. Have a good afternoon, everybody.